mean, I heard about it, but I don't know what he said though.
Yeah, Cam went off on some chick. That's why.
Wait, we live. But no, so for the Cam thing, what do you think about that?
It's fucking stupid, dude. It's just
dumb as hell. It's dumb as hell.
It shows the current state of our fucking just I don't know. I don't know what to explain it, but just so politically correct. Like I feel like every single time someone says anything, it just gets completely taken out of context and they get demonized. I
tweeted it last night, right? Because before it actually blew up, I said, "You can't say that, Cam. You just can't say it." But then when Booby Gibson asked for spousal support from Keisha Cole, it's like they don't want him to do that because he's a man, right? So I'm just like, okay, so these. It's like the thing is they pick and choose when it's acceptable.
It's not even that. It's like, okay, well, for anyone who doesn't know, like Steve, I'll just tell you, like basically, he got asked a question from some girl interviewer, and she was like. Something. I don't even remember the question, but she said something about routes.
She said, what about Devin Funchess's routes? What do you think about his routes?" And she kind of like went into it a bit. I mean, it was kind of an awkward way to ask the question.
Yeah, but, and then and then he laughed and he's like, "Wow, I never had it feels weird having a female ask you about routes," and he just proceeded to answer the question. It was like, I mean, I understand why people could take it the wrong way.
Yeah, I can understand for sure because he's like, it's funny a woman asking about routes, and I was like.
But at the same time, bro, like imagine if you were
because it's like it's not because if that's like Frug commenting like asking a woman, hey, what about that blush you have on? I know that's like a darker shade. She can be like, wait, a dude asking about makeup?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's how he meant it. But it's like I saw Jackie McMullen from ESPN. They going and say Cam is a knucklehead. He's not a reputable source. I'm like, wait, what? Really? Off of this? I'm like, okay. But, we knew it was going to happen, though. We knew it was going to happen. Like, it's just like, you just can't say certain things. And somebody tweeted this recently that we're holding Cam to a higher standard than Trump.
Yeah, that was Matt.
I saw that tweet, yeah.
I was like, that's
it's true, though. Like,
that's true. Because Trump was like playing basketball with fucking what was he? This dude, man.
This dude. Hey, what happened with that, bro? Like I saw like pictures and everything. What was that about?
Oh my! He is passing out. Was it paper towels? Yeah. And like he's in Puerto Rico, and he's like shooting him like free throws. Like he's passing out like free throws. I'm like, what is this dude doing?
Oh man, that shit is so funny.
He got a form and everything. I'm like, all right. Like,
yeah, he was shooting like a ball. He had like the arc on the. He had like the arc on the wrist and everything.
He was having a good time with this. Then he said,
this is when you need him, man.
He said, you guys messed up. You guys messed up our budget. Blah blah. Blah. I'm like, Trump.
Yeah, now that part I can understand why people get upset with that part, but
it's.
Oh, he said to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he said you messed up our budget or whatever. I mean, it was it was in jest, but it's still like you don't say it.
No, I know. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, bro. Like, we know at this point in time that Trump is just fucking like retarded. So it's like we gotta stop.
If that doesn't tell you, like, I don't know. What will.
No, it's like every day, literally every day is something, right? Another thing I saw was when he was talking about Puerto Rico, he's like, no, when he's talking about Vegas, he was like, it's a miracle what happened down there. It's a tragedy. It was like, wait, what? What's the miracle and what's the tragedy here? Like, it was like, what? He just like said it's a miracle, then he said it's a tragedy. But
the best times, those the worst times, man.
I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's kind of like bad with words sometimes if you take him literally. Yeah, but like, you gotta like I saw that there was like some headlines that says it was like the most clickbait shit I've ever seen in my life. They were like, Trump says what happened in Las Vegas was a miracle.
Right, right. Like, but that's not.
That is taken out of context.
Right, it was because it's like he was kind of just like stumbling over his words.
Yeah, he was talking about like the first responders and how everyone was like helping out and like.
Right. So, but it's like he said it in like the same sentence. Everybody's like, wait, what? He said we feel like what happened is a miracle. So
that's the worst part because sometimes he says something that like it kind of makes sense if you kind of like take the time to look at it, but the way he comes across off like it's so bad.
Honestly though, like he said something he was making a statement about Vegas, right? And he was reading off something obviously, but the comment section was like, what is he talking about now? But I was like, wait, did y'all hear what he said? I feel like he didn't say anything wrong here. Like I'm like, this is the first time I was like, all right, he read something and it was all right, but niggas are like, what is he saying now? Oh, that's trash, blah blah blah. Like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
I think it's just the reputation now just screwed him over big time. Like it's almost like when you're meeting someone for the first time, right? The very first impression you get from them, if you don't get that vibe right off the bat, that's it. It doesn't matter how hard you're gonna try. And look at the position he's at. Like you mess up on that first time, no one's gonna give a shit about you after.
No, yeah, it was funny. Trump did it like he like did like the rounds to all the people in the hospital. And there was this one girl, they were like interviewing her. They were like asking her like how she like what she thought of Trump, and she's like, he seems a lot more nice than he does on Twitter. And I started fucking laughing.
Nah, it's like what he did. He invited that dude, the dude that wanted to clean the lawn or whatever.
Yeah.
He was just so awkward coming out there. It's just like, listen, man.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing, bro. Like, oh man, it's so funny. Like, okay, this is what I'm talking about with like this fucking media trying to hang everyone. Like you see, after that happened, the articles, like people were like, oh, so now Trump supports child labor. It's like, bro, get out of here, bro. Stop.
Yeah. They were just attack. They attack anything now. So Trump is just like, he's like, man, I just gotta win.
because he made a fucking kid mow the lawn.
Yeah, the kid asked to mow the lawn. He asked to mow the lawn. So it's like that was like his wish or something. So then he let him do it, but then they were like, you know, Hispanics were brought up. It was just this whole thing, but
anyways,
right.
Anyways,
One Piece chapter 881, man. Chapter came out early in the morning. We did a live reaction early.
Even though you didn't let nobody know ahead of time.
Yeah, I wake up and I just see Brago just streaming. I'm like, okay.
Listen, man, we were actually talking predictions, right? Then all of a sudden, somebody's like, yo, the Raws are out. They're like, yo, the Raws are out. And then, was it Steve? Steve was like, yo, it's been on Gemini's box for like an hour. I'm like, wait, what? And then that's when
y'all was mad.
Was it mad?
That was mad. He was like, I hate to be that guy, but the chapter is
he's right. He was like, I hate to be that guy. I was like, stop trolling me, bro. Stop trolling. The chapter came out like 2 in the morning. So I don't know.
Because that sounded like Roger. I think was the first person to put his reaction out. I'm like, what?
Roger did his reaction super early.
Wait, did we have a stream last night?
Yeah, 2 streams last night.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Hold on.
This nigga at Wendy's like.
I don't need any sauce, but just give me a bunch of ketchup, please.
This nigga at Wendy's. This dude is at Wendy's on stream. Okay.
Oh man.
Hey man, we gotta appreciate Master Day for these.
Yeah, you getting triple David?
Shout out to Master Juice Box.
Right.
Master Juice Box. Y'all forgot all about that.
Yo, man knows.
All right, I'm back.
Wait, shout out to Baby Jesus. He donated $25. He said, "Is it me or Froob was missing for a bit? And where's
shout
your
out
son?
Baby Jesus?
Froob, have you been missing for a bit? Where you been, bro?
He's been
man. I just been fucking sleeping at normal times. You keep doing this
right
after darks.
We're like, yo, man, we gotta adjust the schedule.
Man,
nah,
what the fuck going on, man?
Yo,
what up, bro?
Mr. Bensei, how are you, sir?
Yo, man, I heard you quit your job, bro.
I saw that, bro. Like,
I
we were just talking about this, but Froob, I said Froob said. So Froob said the first 20 minutes of the last stream gave him what he say. He didn't say give him cancer, but that's pretty much what he meant. Froob.
No, I said it hurt my brain. That's what I said.
Wait, Matt B, I thought you worked at Verizon.
It was a Sprint.
I used to work at Sprint. I worked at Sprint. I worked at Sprint and I bartended, but I let go of that Sprint shit.
Like nothing, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah. I shit, bro. You know, I just.
I ain't gonna lie, that's just reality.
I don't be taking. I just don't take shit, bro.
Yeah. So
what happened? You went to.
What did you like about that stream though? What we were talking about? Because we were talking about like jobs and shit like that.
Wait. Froob said what about the stream though?
No. Okay. Here, let me explain myself. All I was saying is I understand completely where you were coming from. Not that I didn't care about the part where you were talking about like how the fucking bitch like whatever you said she was gonna call in and then like 10 minutes before. Yeah, that shit's lame as fuck. I was just talking about like the part where you were like, who decides like how much money I work for, blah 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 blah. Like who is another man to decide what my worth and like. Yeah. Well, like that's actually like there's a reason that people get paid certain amounts of money. It's like we already know why. It's called capitalism.
What would you know about that?
True. You were absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But like I knew what you were trying to say, but like that's all I was trying to say.
That's the kind of logical way of looking at it, but it's like I understand what Matt is saying as far as like
look, man, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I like I know how capitalism is and all that shit, and I'm not saying that there's there is something wrong with capitalism, because there's too much to go into about it. I'm like what I was saying from that, is like obviously you got to have your bosses and you got to have your workers. Like everybody can't be a fucking boss, because if everybody's a boss, who's
that's the other thing. I like the whole like boss mentality, because Brago brought up that Dame Dash interview, like, oh, you want to work for another man? Like, no, that's just fucking lame, bro. That's mentality is so lame, bro. Like, not everyone can be their own boss. Like,
yeah, not everybody can be their own boss.
I agree 100%. Everybody can't be their own boss. Yeah. Everyone is not meant to. Everyone isn't built that way. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody is not. That's facts.
So how Dame Dash came across, he was like extremely ignorant.
Yeah, it's like disrespectful.
He was disrespecting Envy because Envy worked for the radio station and he was setting up his kids. Like, you got to pay your dues somewhere.
The richest DJ.
I'm like, he was like, yo, what? Oh, so if your son want a job at a radio station, he can't come get one right now. I'm like, I'm sure he can get an internship. I'm sure he can get something.
He could probably get an internship or some shit like that. But he can't walk in there and get he can't walk up in there and say, hey, bro, like, I'm gonna put my son on or whatever. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's just what it. That's just what it is.
He was all like, yeah, I ain't never worked for nobody before, but I had this one job before. I was like, what? And then Charlemagne was like, so you had a boss before? He's like, nah, I ain't never worked for nobody.
Right. Yeah. Because he said, and then he brought up his son has a cookie factory or whatever.
Yeah, it's like some like ego shit.
He's like, my son has cookies. He sells cookies because he doesn't want to work for anyone. Listen, if you got to work for somebody, and if that's what you want to do, is cool. But if you're working for somebody to get to some place you want to go, hey man, it is what it is. You just gotta grind.
Yeah, it is what it is. And
just think of it as a stepping stone.
Exactly. And I was saying that shit yesterday. Like I was saying that shit last night. That's what I meant to say. Like, some jobs are just, or I feel like you should use all jobs as a stepping stone until you get to where you want to be.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
And if you're not where you want to, or I mean, just because I say I don't want to work for another man doesn't mean that I'm like downplaying somebody else that does.
Right.
Like, I even said my pops, right? My pops works at his job, and he's been there for fucking 20+ years. So, it's no shot at that nigga, because like he gotta eat, he gotta do what he gotta do.
Yeah. It's a different time now though, where I feel like being an entrepreneur, I feel like it's a lot more accessible. It's a lot more doable. It's like you have the information at your fingertips.
Like,
I can't speak on it.
I was just gonna say another thing is like the only other thing I like kind of like hurt my brain a little bit was like the idea that like, I don't know, like bosses like don't really do anything. Like Matt even brought the example of like some fucking dude like sitting in the Dominican Republic like smoking a cigar on the beach. Like, I don't think that's really realistic to like actual like bosses and CEOs. Like, those dudes like work super hard, and they work sometimes for like 60 to 80 hour weeks. Like,
well, I know for a lot of like executives, at least most of what they do is like strategic planning and like meetings, but it's like they're working because they're trying to like capitalize on like the market. They're definitely working, but they're comfortable. You know what
exactly I mean? Like they just like take emails and stuff. Like
they're comfortable.
That's what my boss does. He just takes emails.
What I was saying is that they delegate their responsibilities, and I mean obviously like they can afford to do that because they've worked hard enough to put themselves in that position.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what I was really getting at, what I was saying about like fuck these 9-to-5s, fuck these corporations and shit, is because we slave and we fucking give all of our time to these shits, right? And then like if we die, nothing fucking happens to us or our fucking family. Like if my dad died tomorrow, bro, they would not give a fuck. Like the day goes on, and that nigga like all of his shit that he did. He could probably be one of the best fucking workers there, but they're like, oh, well, you're expendable. Everybody is expendable in corporate America.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like, it's not a bad thing. But I don't even want to get into that right now because we still haven't even talked about One Piece.
Yeah,
I don't even want to talk about that shit, bro. But fuck that shit. I could write about that shit.
Yeah, same here. That's another stream for another day.
Drop a rap about it, Matt. And
I could rap about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a Matt B.
At least you quit before they fired you, man, because that would be some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh nah, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, fuck these niggas, bro. I walked out middle of my fucking like middle of the ship. Like,
damn,
fuck.
word.
Wait, so what happened? You went in there, they started bitching at you, and then you
nah, bro. It's just like, look, man. I'm not gonna stay in a place that I'm not gonna stay in a place that I'm not happy at, and like, yeah, bro. I'm bartending, and like the money's straight, and the money's straight. It's cool, but like I'm not getting anywhere. Like, I go to fucking work, I fucking come home, I chill with my little girl, I talk about, like bro, it's just, I was sitting up and I was making fucking drinks and shit, bro, and I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, this shit is stupid. And I was just like, yeah, bro, holla at y'all niggas. Like, this shit's stupid.
Bro,
It was like,
bro, I remember one time at this one job I had, right? Them niggas, they lied to me because I worked there before I went to college, and then I left, and when I came back the next summer, like, they was like they had new management and stuff, so I didn't know that the rates of pay changed. Like, they even wrote on my paper whenever they hired me again that I was still getting that same rate of pay, but then they lied, and it was like minimum wage or something like that. And when they told me that when I got my first check while I was at work, everybody just started laughing at me because I thought I was making like $12 an hour or something like that. And I was like, took off my apron and left, bro.
I mean,
never went back there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not at that place now where I can, just walk out.
Yeah, walk off or whatever. Because the thing is, like, because the sad part is, like, I can't speak on it from America and stuff because I'm Canadian, but like in Canada, it's so tough to even land like a full-time job to the point where like you have to work part-time to make ends meet. And even then, that's not enough. You gotta live with someone else. Yeah, bro.
Wait, why you look at how to get a job.
Education and stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, because like in the fact too, that like if you're going to like college, university, or in Canada, it costs so much. Like, our dollar doesn't help us out at all. And like now they're doing a thing where it's like if you make like a certain like amount and it's less than what the average is, then those people can be able to afford going to school for free.
Does Canada have that thing that in America where it's like if you work like a full-time job, the government has to pay for your healthcare? Or is that different?
They pay a share of it, not the full thing. Right? They do pay a share of it.
Also pay for your healthcare.
Yeah, it just depends on how much you're making too. Like, if you're like a low end family and stuff, then like they'll have to cover it for like the most part.
Anyways,
it's like getting free lunch at school.
It is, but then it's like the free lunch is like a peanut butter bar, like
Yeah,
it ain't worth it. I'd rather have some water.
You get the whole 9 when they have free lunch in my school.
Yeah, Canada is not fun. But anyways, One Piece.
Yeah, One Piece 881. So
I
went back and I read some of the
struggle.
So it's like, okay, so let me address some of the people, because some of the comments about our interpretation of the chapter. So while I was going through the chapter, we took our time and we tried to break down the chapter.
Yeah.
Our initial reaction to like the Luffy face, everybody said at the same time, as far as like Luffy, we think he's building morale. We think this is development for Luffy. We even commended him. We even said it in the stream.
Yeah.
That was our initial reaction. That's like face value, whatever. Like, and I saw people like commenting saying like, "Oh, it's so obvious. That's what it is." I'm like, we said that. Like, that's the obvious thing to think. But then we took it a step further and we said, "Well, yo," we try to connect it to it being Brule. And people,
I wasn't in this.
But people like in the chat were like, people in the comments were like upset.
Yeah.
And people like being like mad disrespectful. I mean, I didn't respond to any of it because it was just like, it's not worth it. But it was like, so you just pointed out something that we pointed out earlier. It's like, it's obvious that's what it is. But then we went further. We tried to speculate as far as like what it could be and theories, what's different from what we normally do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I don't understand the people like that come like, and further, it was like 3 a.m. So we were bullshitting half the time.
Yeah, and it was initial research.
Like you only have like a quarter working at 3 a.m.
You know what I mean? So and then it was just like, I was like, are these niggas serious? Like, when they come in and was like, making Nah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like they're making like, it's almost like they're expecting like a live review or some shit for a chapter that just probably came out like what 10 minutes ago, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like going.
When they haven't even read the chapter.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, like chill out.
I mean, my thing is, I thought, because I just watched y'all stream and like I thought what y'all said was pretty profound because, like, I still don't get what it is. Like, I don't understand what's happening with Luffy right now, holding his mouth.
No, you want me to explain it? Because I'm almost like 90% sure I know what happened.
Yeah, Froob, I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Okay, so like, if everyone can go to manga stream page 16, it'll be way easier to like explain. Because on my first read through, I was so fucking confused what was happening. I didn't even understand it because I just read through it fast. I just woke up and then I had to read through it like 2 or 3 more times to even understand what the fuck was going on. So okay, if you look at page 16, right? All right, at the top, he basically Nami is talking to Luffy, and the last thing he says to her is that he'll be fine, and she's basically like blah 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 blah. We're gonna be at Cacao Island, blah blah blah. And you see him, he steps in the fucking the jelly, and he looks back at Katakuri, and he covers his mouth immediately because he knows he's about to get his ass beat, right? So basically, what he's doing is he's covering his mouth so that Nami doesn't know that he's like he doesn't hear the grunts and shit like that. He like and him like fucking flying all over the place, so like they can be like they don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, so allows him to break the mirror.
We agree there. That's what Luffy was trying to do in that situation.
Yeah.
Right. After that point, go ahead. Let me hear.
Okay, yeah. And then at that point, he keeps getting knocked around, and then it goes to his face, and he basically smiles in the thing, and he says like, "Hurry up, I'm gonna be fine." Blah 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 blah, and like you can see on the next page, they believe him, right? And they're like, "Oh yay, let's go!" And then you see Jinbe's face. He's like, this dude lying. He's lying. I know he's lying."
Right.
Basically, this is basically what Luffy's doing right now. He basically knows he's about to get fucked up by Katakuri. So he's basically trying to get them to go on. Like I think he actually thinks he's
putting up
like
a facade. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he doesn't want them to get worried and like try to save him or some shit. Yeah. He's basically like, "Yo, go on. I might like," because if he said like, "Go on without me, I might not make it," they wouldn't. You know what I mean?
No, they would have to go back in afterwards. Like, why break the mirrors? Exactly. His life matters first at the end of the day.
That's why you see his face. He's pissed as fuck, and then he smiles. And the reason it looks like that is because it's a fake smile. That's why it doesn't look like the normal Luffy smile because he's faking.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Because I was just wondering why his smile looked like that. Because we've seen him do that smile before, but not that one.
But not in a situation where he's fighting for his life.
Yeah, which is why he smiles, and then the next thing you see is him breaking the mirror.
Yeah.
That was our initial interpretation. Yeah, that's what we initially.
He's like, "No, I'm all right. I'm good. Everything's okay." And he's like, "Yeah, okay."
That's what we initially thought, and we were like, "Yo, Luffy's getting development. He's trying to, do everything to kind of protect the Straw Hats, blah blah blah." And it's then after like looking through the chapter, I'm like, okay.
No, I definitely understood like why you guys thought that.
Right. So after Luffy's trying to protect, like he's trying not to let Nami and him know that he's getting his ass beat, right? So he's covering his mouth.
Yeah.
But then also on page, well, this is Jamina's box. On page 19 of Manga Stream, it's like a slink sound where you see a mirror, and it's like it has like a box. Yeah. I think on Manga Stream it's like an empty dialogue box. Like, why is that there? And
on Manga Stream it says like sheer.
Right.
Like,
on Jamina's box it says like it says slink. Right?
Yeah.
And at that moment we go to mirrors. And then from my interpretation of it, like after going back, Luffy looks at the mirrors and he realizes he can't communicate to them anymore. So he's pissed. And then the next panel, that's Brule communicating to them, say, "Guys, hurry up and come already," because she heard the whole plan and she's gonna set him up.
Yeah, but like the only thing I don't like about that, I guess, is it just doesn't make any sense for the story, you know?
What do you mean?
Like, well, like following that, I don't understand why like Brule would even do that, right? Because it's pretty obvious where they're going in the first place. Like, I don't know.
But I guess it's for Luffy to know that
this is going, right? This is my thing because there's holes in this, right? So y'all are saying that Brule yelled, "Come get me." They have no way to come to.
No. Brule, hurry up and reach the island that they just communicated about. I'm getting tired of waiting.
She could have something set up for them. That's what he's getting at.
Okay, but look, even if it's hurry up and come to the island where I'm at, if they get there, then how is Luffy gonna get out? Like, that's the main thing right here. How is Luffy gonna get out? How's Luffy gonna get out of the how's Luffy gonna get out of the mirror world? If like if they're gonna be waiting for 10 hours, if they're not even gonna get to the island, to Coco Island, until 10 hours from the point that they're at right now, like, and Luffy's trapped in the mirror world, how would he even possibly be begin to get out? I mean, I don't know. I'm still skeptical about it because
so you think Brule has to be there for Luffy to get out?
Yeah.
So she can't.
No.
I
mean, he has to. Like,
no, the thing is, Brule. Brule can communicate through the mirrors, right? So Brule at this point, she can communicate, say, "Hey, this person, Perospero or Daifuku or somebody else. The Straw is still alive. You know what I mean? The Straw is still alive. At this point, they're going to Cacao Island. I think we should look into that as well. Sanji's there. It's like Brule. I believe Brule heard everything. Like, why wouldn't she? Yeah. Like Luffy's talking through the mirrors. We saw like the panel kind of indicate that something went into the mirror at that point on page 16 or page 19 of Manga Stream. So it's like, why wouldn't Brule use that to her advantage? And she wouldn't. I don't think Brule would give up herself right away. And I'm sure she can't wait to get back at Chopper and Nami.
And Brago brought it up early in the other stream. He was all like, Katakuri obviously knows that Luffy was talking to the other.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's walking with the mirror.
It was obvious.
He's running with the mirror and talking. I mean, so it's like Luffy, and then it's like it took. I was watching Sora's review, and I agree with Sora's review. It's like it took a long time for like that whole thing to happen. Where it's like Luffy's holding his face, and it's like it seemed like elaborate to kind of set it up. Where it's like
like it was like there for a reason.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like I agree with Fru, where it's like that definitely could be the case. But I don't know why people are so mad and like to think that it could be Brule. Like why are people so upset? I don't get it. Like I really don't understand why people are mad at that. But people
like when you think outside the box.
I'm like, that's what we always do. But it's like, I guess people don't like Brule.
That's based on the story. Nah, fuck that. Get out of here. Come on.
Yeah. Brule don't got to
you have to be outside the box.
One of the interesting things I saw about Katakuri though this chapter is that I think that the trident that he has, I think like the spear part of it, he keeps inside of him, but like the handle is like made out of Mochi.
I agree 100%. But this means it's like what's his name?
Treble?
Not Treble, the other one, the swamp.
The swamp dude.
Where it's like Caribou. He has like a bottomless pit.
Yeah, Caribou.
Yeah, no, Caribou. I don't think so. Like, if you think about it,
where was he hiding this? He was doing all these different attacks. Where was this?
Well, if it's just the blade part, right? He can hide it in his arm because he never got punched in his arm.
I think it's probably in his torso. I don't think
it's
in
his torso.
It can't be in his torso because remember when
Luffy's been firing
through him? Yeah, he's been like punching through him.
That's right.
Like that.
I mean, unless he can extend it or some shit, but
what if
he can probably move it around? Like honestly, it's Mochi.
Or he just makes the entire trident.
Yeah, what if it's actually a diamond and he creates a diamond with the?
No, he wouldn't.
Hockey is next level like that.
I mean, he could do a Momo from My Hero Academia and just like pull out weapons and shit.
Nah, the reason why he wouldn't make it is because he needs the spear head because that's the whole point of it. It has to be sharp enough to pierce Luffy.
But that too. But not even that. Like the spear is gleaming, so it's almost 100% not Mochi because like that animation that's on the spear, it has to be metal or diamond or whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
or Sea Stone, and he's on some next level stuff.
Yeah, Sea Stone.
Yeah, people saying he broke the mirror in his mouth. No, Katakuri broke it in his face.
Yeah, and I saw the thing that he actually swallowed a piece of the mirror, which I didn't take into account.
We went through all this last night. Like we were like, "Yo, why did Luffy swallow the mirrors? Like, what is going on? Luffy's going crazy here."
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought he was swallowing the mirror at first, and then I realized no, he's not swallowing the mirror. He's just keeping his mouth shut.
But also Katakuri,
like we was going through the motions, man.
Right, we're trying to figure it out. Like we were literally trying to figure it out. But also Katakuri used Awakening.
I mean,
that was.
Well, I mean, I don't know 100%, but yeah, that's very possible. Used Awakening.
This man.
We saw Cracker do the same thing, so making the stuff out of the ground. You talking about whenever he made the mochi out of the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Cracker made something out of the ground.
Yeah, he made the biscuits out of the sand or the dirt. That was
he made them like out of the air.
No, that's a little bit different.
He was like out of the air. He was just like clapping.
Yeah, Cracker's ability isn't the same because like his ability is literally to produce crackers. It's not the same as Katakuri to where it's like he is Mochi. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But what I'm saying is that we've seen him clap and make the crackers, but then we also saw whenever he was making biscuit soldiers out of it, like you saw the crumbs coming out of the ground or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, you watching Thai, but nah.
I think that's because the husks were laying on the ground. I think that's what that were. Oh, but he did turn the ground into biscuits though, unless he was just laying his biscuits like across the floor.
Mm-hmm. No, but also
he came back from the 11-hour off screen, like it was showing Luffy fat. If you look at the ground, it has the same pattern as the inside of all the structures of whole cake, which we know is made from Crackers biscuits.
I want to propose something,
and also that. Oh, you can go ahead.
So in the Seducing Woods, when it was happening, when Luffy was fighting Brule and Brule made that doppelganger, Luffy stopped talking because it started to confuse the Straw Hats, and he covered his mouth. So I'm looking at the panel again, and it's like, did Luffy realize something where he covered his mouth? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he really trying to stop them, or is like, did he realize something? Was like, I gotta stop talking to protect the Straw Hats. You know what I mean? Because then
here's the.
Go ahead.
Yo, Brago.
Yo,
sorry
Yonko.
to jump in, but the thing, yeah, I was listening the whole time, right?
Yeah.
The thing with the whole Brule thing is, when she turns into someone, or when she like controls something, you know, makes someone take the appearance of someone else, like say when we had the whole Luffy and the Sanji thing, it was a direct mirror situation.
Right.
So you could see in the art, like Luffy's scar was on the opposite side and that sort of aspect. So when you see like in the chapter and stuff, I don't necessarily see that from the art, even if that's like Luffy.
But he's
if it's the mirror image, if Nami's looking at it through the mirror, wouldn't it be on the right side?
Yo, one more thing that I just gotta say. I don't think Katakuri did Awakening.
Oh really?
I don't think so. I think that was just his regular
he was just producing Mochi.
It's possible. I mean, he like hasn't he been using his power like that like since we've seen him?
No, but the thing is he like. Basically, what we've seen
nothing came from him, though.
Only,
I mean, it's like he was
from him,
right?
Like anything he's done, it is basically him spawning Mochi from himself. We've never seen him like make Mochi from a distance,
right?
Bro, we saw it from a downward angle though, and it was like surrounding his feet. It wasn't like
Matt. Before that panel though, Luffy is trapped in it, and he's still clearly far away from Luffy.
But the thing is. The ground still exists though. If you look at the panels afterwards, there is still ground, and the ground does break. Whereas if it was Awakening, the whole thing would have been ground Mochi.
Into it.
Everything would have turned into Mochi. Yeah,
that's true.
That's a good point.
Like, I don't know, man. I was looking at that, and I was like, maybe we jumping the gun because I don't want everybody's Awakening to be the same thing. Like,
considering that they're Paramecians though, you know.
He could already be using his Awakening. You know what I mean? Like he's just like already awakened.
Yeah, that could just be a beginning stage. That doesn't have to be their full awakening. We still don't know.
Bro, and the fucking kicks that he used was fucking dope, bro. He used like a gear third kick with one leg, and then he did like a fucking multi-stamp with the other leg.
This is, it's like, okay, so Katakuri used the named attack finally, right? And his fighting style
Willow Mochi.
It's similar to Luffy's, I guess, but he's just a lot more versatile. He's just a lot better at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like with Luffy now. Luffy at the end of the chapter, Luffy says he doesn't plan to die here. Katakuri pull out a trident. I think this is where the fight actually starts.
100%. I think Luffy almost loses 100%.
He's gonna lose the fight.
Yes, because if the Brule thing is true, he still has a chance, right? But if the common theory is true, or the common reading is true, he's basically telling the Straw Hats, like he's lying to them to make them feel safe, and he knows he's gonna lose.
Or he could just be ready. Like this is my thing. I think he wanted to know fully and wholeheartedly that they were okay.
Yeah.
And it was they were still a distraction to him, even without being a distraction to him directly, because he's like, yo, I need to know what the fuck is going on. Like, I just heard that the ship was that the ship was sunk. Like, yo, what y'all let me know what's up. Y'all let me know what's up. And then you know he gets confirmation that, oh no, they're actually okay, like, you know, everything's good. Then it's like he's like, okay, like I'm good, and then he's talking to Chopper, he's talking to Brook, and I feel like he did that to like to calm everything down, because they're over there freaking out because of Big Mom, and they're freaking out because of their captain. Like, you know, you got to keep in mind that Luffy was only speaking to Nami in the mirror at first, whenever he told her to break them all. And then that's why she's like, yo, these are the captain's orders. We got to do this shit. So, man, this shit right here, it's weird. And this is why I don't like reading like One Piece weekly. Because
like I say all the time, man.
But I think this is the greatness of Oda, though. You know, where it's like it's set up to the point where like we're questioning everything.
Yeah, because this is the thing. If Luffy lies to them, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be fine. Like, just go on without me, guys. I'll be good." And everyone's like, "Yay!" And then Jinbe looks at them and he's like, "I know what's going on. You're not getting out of there fine.
Your captain's getting bodied."
Exactly. He's got to that work still.
Like I know
our captain.
Like,
but I feel like
our captain.
Yeah, I mean, it's
your captain.
It's two things where either Jimbo, he's like, all right, Luffy's getting bodied. There's no way you're okay in there with Katakuri, right? Like, no, there's no way you're like just okay. Or it's like, wait, who is that? Who just said? Wait, what? You want us to hurry up and get there after you said to run away? But Jinbe, I mean, they're not gonna get caught in a trap with someone as powerful as Jimbo, like on the ship. Like he's like they're good. Whoever they run into, I'm trying to think. Unless it's any of the commanders, they're fine.
That's another good point, bro. Oh, you can go.
Yep.
Oh, thanks. I was just because it's the whole Mochi thing, right?
Yeah.
I was just like really going in depth in this, and I have like a different type of theory, and obviously it might not be correct, right? But like what we see is Katakuri, when he makes his attack, he goes Willow Mochi. So I was kind of reading this whole what Willow is and what the associated folklore about, you know, willow trees, because apparently it's based on the willow tree, right?
Yeah.
And so I checked that out, and the wiki says that it's in Japanese tradition, willow is associated with ghosts, right? And it's popularly supposed that a ghost will appear where a willow grows, right?
So then Pedro comes back.
The one time I hope that doesn't happen.
So looking at the chapter, like so after Katakuri does that technique as well, we see if you look closely at the page where Luffy's on the ground, right, and there's blood, right, just after Katakuri does that technique, you don't see any Mochi on the ground, right? But on the next page where he's spitting blood, you see a piece of Mochi as well. So I'm not really sure, he might be like spitting that out, right? So that, like, he might have ingested Mochi.
There was a piece of Mochi on the ground. Yeah.
Where? I don't see it.
Yeah. Oh, when we paid. Well, okay. I'm on Jam's box. Page 16.
Right before he smiles. The panel.
Yeah, right before he smiles, you see Mochi there.
Is that Mochi? I thought that was
that looks like a cloud. Like
that's like a cough, like him coughing, like him breathing or something. Yeah, I think that's like him wheezing, right?
Nah, I think that's a Mochi ball, man.
It could be.
God damn it!
Because the way it's... Because that's what I thought when I saw it. You know, like, it wasn't there. Then he starts bleeding and he drips, and then I'm like, okay, maybe that's the Mochi. Because the clouds have a different sort of curvature. You see him on the at the side of the panels, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas this seems to be nice and round. You know what I mean? So I was thinking maybe like there's something manipulating him, or because if there's a ghost, or if somehow Katakuri can like manipulate Luffy through this the Mochi, this type of Mochi, maybe it explains why he's saying things that, you know, he wouldn't normally say. And on top of that, like, clearly Luffy's lying, right? So it's kind of the correlation that I made is, okay, whenever Luffy lies, he makes up that screwed up face. So somehow, like, that face is meant to tell us, okay, he's lying, and obviously his words aren't really what he wants to say. And then you see on the last page when he gets serious, and, you know, he's back to normal. He says whatever he wants to say.
Mochi. Yeah.
I don't plan on down in the face like this.
Yo, this is what I want to say just about this whole thing. So, first I said that Luffy was, or he had a chance, or he was going to beat Katakuri, whatever. I backtracked on that, and I said, yeah, there's no way that this nigga's going to fucking win. Now, and the reason why I said that he wasn't going to win is because, I mean, the way that Oda was fucking right, you know, drawing the fight is like, God damn, like, he's not getting any type of offense in.
Yeah.
So now, I'm going to go back to my original statement. Luffy needs to do something impressive. He needs to... he can't fully and wholeheartedly lose the fucking fight, because if that's the case, then One Piece is gonna be fucking 10 years longer. Like at this
20 years longer, bro.
Like at this point, honestly, really? He needs to do something against Katakuri to like rest us assured that he's like ready to take down a fucking Yonko in 2 or 3 arcs or so.
Yeah,
maybe 4 at most, I say.
Yeah.
So I say that this nigga Luffy is gonna just do something impressive to give him a window of opportunity to get the fuck out.
That's what I've been saying, man.
That's what I think, and that's my final that's my final answer as far as this shit goes. With like, I don't think he's gonna beat him, because if he beats him, that's a little too much. That's a little excessive. Unless he just like, you know, really did some shit. But
yeah, we know Katakuri's not gonna let him go, even though we keep speculating that maybe he's doing this for some other purpose other than just defeat.
Has Luffy changed his
yo, and he's like, yo, Luffy, get out of here, yo. Big Mom's crazy. Like,
yeah.
Wait, do you guys think Luffy has changed his goal? Because normally in a moment like this, Luffy's like, yo, I'm gonna beat your ass. Luffy's like, I'm not gonna die.
I think that Luffy still wants to whoop his ass.
You think you know, listen, you know when you play somebody 1-on-1, right? You know, I'm about to whoop your ass, and after like you down 6-0, like, yo, I'm not about to get 7-0 skunk, bro. I'm gonna score a point.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna score a point.
He said if I'm gonna lose this, I'm gonna lose it by 2 points.
Hey man, we not about this. Not about to happen like this.
I mean, bro, I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but like, do y'all get the similarities to like Enies Lobby with this arc?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, bro, this arc is all but bro, Katakuri is fucking Lucci right now. Like, honestly,
I've been saying that. I've been connecting it to my Blaze Man theory. I've been connecting it to the Blaze Man.
Bro, I haven't watched the Lucci fight in like 2 years. But like, I don't remember Luffy getting fucking thrashed this hard in the beginning of the Lucci fight. Am I wrong on that one? Because I remember
the initial battle.
He got thrashed in Water 7.
Right, in Water 7, it was like
I'm not saying even for like. I'm not saying that it's a direct mirror. I'm saying there are a lot of fucking similarities. I don't know if y'all got this shit
like
too.
With the objectives and the fights are like very similar.
Bro, with the fucking special, the Sanji versus Luffy shit, bro, that's a fucking rehash of Robin's backstory all over again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Reiju is fucking Sao. Is Jaguar is Sao.
I understand everything.
Like, bro, it's like a literal, and then you know, you got the fucking I want to live, I want to return back to sunny shit. Yeah. Then there's I mean, obviously the faction, and here you had CP0, then you got the Vin Smokes.
Yeah.
Wait, shout out to Art and Take. He just donated $50 and said,
"We lit." God damn, this nigga balling, bro. This nigga fucking up a check.
He said only $2.
Fucking up a check.
He said, "Who said only $2?" Hey, shout out to Art and Take, bro. He said something else.
That's what he said.
That's what he put $50 for that fucking for that comment. God damn. Hey, nigga said, "Hey, Brago, I got your back, even though YouTube cut the ads.
Hey,
I got you."
Hey,
man, that would have been better.
Donate to Stream.
Appreciate it. He said, "Yo, calendar Lambat wants to try and explain Brule."
Your donation headcanon.
Where's Lambat? Lambat wants to talk about Brule. He can talk about Brule. Hit me on Twitter, Lambat.
Oh, Oh, speaking of Brule, I want to point this out because somebody in the last comment said in the comment section of the last video, he said you don't have to have Brule to go through the mirrors like whenever you're in the mirror world, because we saw the two people shooting the arrows at the Sunny without touching Brule. So I mean,
oh okay.
If the arrows can pass through without touching Brule,
it's really
she just has to be conscious. That's what Katakuri said.
Her power is fucking weird. Yeah, okay, maybe that makes sense. So.
Yeah, Katakuri's like, wake up, Brule.
Sorry.
Yeah. But even then, like, it doesn't make sense. Can people on the island just walk through her fucking mirrors if she's conscious?
But nah, bro, you remember when they tried to get Brooke back? They had to put Brule inside the mirror. Like, they had to keep her in the border.
Yeah, and they had to touch her.
But maybe they didn't know how her power works.
They were traveling in and out.
But y'all, I think
okay, go ahead.
It's probably different whenever you're inside the mirrors, opposed to whenever you're outside of the mirrors.
Yeah, maybe when she's in the mirror world, then people can pass through the mirrors. Maybe that's.
And maybe she has to like allow it to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably.
Like if it's against her will, you have to hold on to it. But she can like.
We kind of like skim past like the first like fucking 10 pages of this chapter, and like I just want to say like really quick like. Feats from like these straw hats in their like positions, like Nami navigating
that Nami greatness.
This is why I always just say Jinbe is going to join the crew as the helmsman. He's going to become the world's best helmsman because we got the only person in the world who can read the poneglyphs. We got the best navigator.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the best marksman. We're gonna get the best doctor. We're gonna get the best
swordsman. The best
swordsman, baby.
Best swordsman, right? Best cook. We got all of it. Jinbe saying that Jinbe getting this hype from everybody else on the crew saying he's the best helmsman. He's joining the crew. You can't deny it at this point.
When you think about it, the straw hats are loaded. They're super loaded. You know,
like honestly, this chapter was just amazing because, bro, like in terms of like the double spreads we've gotten this year, that double spread, the Sunny on that wave man on an angle, that's probably one of the most amazing things Oda's ever done.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like the Jinbe hype from this chapter is like it's like crazy. Like that was such like an amazing feat. Like no one even really called that shit. Like so
because I remember like because last week
I gotta shout somebody out, bro. I gotta shout somebody out who called it, man. Gear 5. Gear 5 had a video, and he said he made it like 4 or 5 days ago. Say Jinbe, the master helmsman, and he said. Jimbo, he's gonna probably ride on the wave, or the Sun Pirates are gonna come. Like he said that.
Are you sure he doesn't work for Yonko Productions?
Possibly. He may work for Yonko, right? But then he showed the clip of Jimbo Marineford when he was the one steering the ship when a wave came.
Yeah.
And they casually got out of it. Yep. So shout out to Gear 5 because I was watching the video last night. After I was like, God damn, this nigga.
No, but it's cool for Oda to like introduce like the feats outside of the fighting on these characters, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, bro, leave it to me to fucking throw shade on Sanji in a chapter that he's not in. But like you can it's just like when you compare Jinbe's feat right here to what Sanji's doing, it's just so fucking lame. I'm sorry, bro. It's so lame.
Yeah. Listen, they're making the cake baking hype. You know,
the thing is,
if you love cooking as much as other people did, you probably think it was hype. All right, come on.
If you're a Food Wars fan, like
if you're Food Wars, you're like Food Wars. It's about to start, bro.
I think what Froob is saying is that Jinbe just saved the Straw Hat's life with his.
He's out
here.
Jinbe is doing something magnificent.
Can Sanji really save the Straw Hats with a cooking feat? Here's
the thing though. If you count
the whole cake arc like scenario, because that's like a one in a lifetime thing. That's never gonna happen again. Probably,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you count the fact that if you count the 10 hours and stuff that's gonna be in play for the Straw Hats getting to Cacao Island, and it's gonna take 3 hours to make the cake itself.
Yeah.
So we know that people are gonna be showing up there. So for sure, Sanji's gonna end up getting a fight in this arc. It's just a matter of who it's gonna be. So for 7 hours or the 10,
absolutely Daifuku.
Yeah, people are saying.
I want it to be I think it was Pharaoh's the one who's saying smoothie, and the only thing is breaking the code of hitting women.
I don't
think he's not ready for smoothie.
I can't see him fighting smoothie.
Here's the thing. I think what happens is Daifuku shows up, and initially Sanji's probably gonna hide. But then Daifuku's probably about to go in on Pudding, bro. He's probably about to smack the shit out of Pudding.
And then he's gonna come down, down into his head. That's it,
and that's how the fight is going.
The reason I hate all these theories about Sanji fighting someone is it just it takes away why would Daifuku want to work against his own interests?
Yeah.
Big Mom is gonna kill his entire family if this fucking cake doesn't get made.
Yeah, true. That's what
it's like that. I mean, I could.
That's what I'm saying. Going to interrupt the cake making. I don't.
The only thing that's going to redeem. The only thing that's going to redeem Sanji is if Green Bull comes out of nowhere and Sanji defeats him. That's the only thing that's.
Wait. I thought you were gonna say something about him fighting Ichiji, but okay.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
Tekken streaming, Roger streaming, and Zora fanboy streaming. Am I tripping?
And we still got the.
Bro, you know what's funny, bro? We always manage to stream whenever fucking Zoro's
Zoro, I don't know. This is not planned at all.
Yeah,
like this stream every time Zoro's streaming.
I gotta tell my brother to stop streaming.
Hey, we taking over one step at a time, man.
It just happens,
making waves throughout the YouTube anime community. Supernovas, we lit.
Everyone go flag their streams.
We lit.
Go flag their
streams. Yo, not advertised by Supernovas. My gosh. Wow. Like Brago was saying, the Straw Hats are freaking stacked right now compared to all the other.
Honestly.
Like we don't know anything about like but most of the other.
But that's
but let me say. Oh, go ahead.
I said, well, I'm just gonna make it short. They need to be stacked if Luffy wants to become Pirate King.
They do. I agree with that. I just want to say one thing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and head out. But about Jinbe, right? About Jinbe. Was anybody surprised that Jinbe was the helmsman? I mean,
no.
ever since the beginning of Jinbe's time, like being introduced to the story, he's always
for the longest.
He's always grabbed the helm, and I've always said that we need an official helmsman because Frankie and Usopp ain't cutting it.
Yeah, because
the thing is in my head I didn't even think like there could be a helmsman feat. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even think that was like an important role.
I mean, like upon like watching the series, like growing up and stuff, I remember when I saw Jinbe buy the helm and stuff, I'm thinking, yeah, a helmsman spot makes sense. Will they actually go with it and do it? But now the fact that we're seeing all this with Jinbe makes perfect sense.
I mean, because look at whenever there's a helmsman on the Straw Hat crew, right? It's always one of three people. It's either Usopp, Frankie, or Chopper. And whenever Chopper has to do it, he always has to go into strong point.
Yeah.
So so he's obviously not a proper helmsman. He's just filling in a role. I mean,
and that's just like, and with Usopp, every role that Usopp has had except for Sniper, you know what I'm saying, has gotten taken over by another Straw Hat.
Another Straw Hat.
Yeah, like Frankie is now the shipwright, and now
the shipwright.
We got the helmsman.
Listen, what do you think about?
Usopp was building tools and shit.
What are you saying, Yonko?
And with that, I want everybody to put some respect on Jinbe.
Wait, Roger got Roger taking calls. What is this?
I got you. Yeah, he's taking calls.
What
do you think about having?
Never mind.
Sorry about that. What do you think about having Carrot as a scout on the Straw Hat crew?
I think she's definitely
we've seen her getting up that crow's nest.
Yeah, because my thing is like I've always seen.
Bro, that'll make Zoro even more useless. This dude sleeps all day and does nothing but work out and sleep. Sometimes he scouts, but if he can't even do that, he's useless as fuck.
You said a scout, but wouldn't that ooh, man, straight up, bro, Usopp should be at the top of the ship, looking over everything.
People, in the crow's nest.
Like
crow's nest.
That's what he's supposed to be doing. We don't. I don't know. I feel like
But when you think about it, though, go ahead. So when you think about it, though, like even from Carrot's introduction, right in Zoe, we saw her jumping up from the ground into the treetops just to see where Luffy was at. I think Oda was making a specific point to show, first of all, her jumping ability, her ability to scout things from the sky, shit that Wanda couldn't do or didn't do, and then went on to show Carrot in the crow's nest looking at Big Mom again this time. So I think Oda is, making moves and plans for that. Definitely.
I'm gonna be honest, Yonko. I feel like that would be a huge waste if her title was Scout, because if that's the case, then why didn't we just add Violet to the damn crew?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Violet is too broken. You can't add someone like Violet.
For real.
And she's
bro, they didn't say that she can see the whole distance, like compared to like America. Like,
imagine all the arcs that would be ruined by that power.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be bad.
I mean, it made sense. Like she has to take care of Dressrosa, right? So it makes sense for her to do that.
Yeah.
And the most
she's waiting for Sanji.
She has to take care of Dressrosa. She has Rebecca.
Bro,
but the thing is, Rebecca
wanted to go live with her father.
She wanted to have someone to smash, so we can't have it.
Viola had to pick him up.
What? Okay, I mean, with Carrot, I think Carrot could be like the next.
Wait, can someone correct me if I'm wrong? But isn't Carrot's dream to see the world?
Well, the thing is,
so like what Yonko was saying could like come.
No, but the only flaw in that is that, and I feel like Oda's doing this to himself. Like, this isn't something that we could say is really like a problem, but like, there's if Carrot joins the crew right now, then she would be that 10th Straw Hat that fills. Remember, like Luffy said, he wants 10 people.
At least 10 allies.
Carrot isn't a person.
At least. No, but yeah, I've seen all the theories of playing. We got 4 people in the East Blue, 4 people in the first half of the Grand Line.
Jinbe and Carrot, that's a fishman and a mink.
World, so
yeah.
If we get a fishman and a mink, like that's 2 different races.
Yeah, also the main
we need Caesar, bro.
The main thing people are exactly.
I would love Caesar. I would love Caesar on the crew.
If Carrot joins, Caesar can't join. So like, fuck Carrot.
Like I said, I feel like Carrot joins and Momonosuke joins.
You can't marginalize what Luffy said. Just because he said I want at least 10, that doesn't mean it's gonna stop at 10. I bet you. I mean, it's like, well, who just said that? Skate.
They said we should try to call Roger.
4
East Blue.
4 people in the East Blue, 4 people in the Grand Line, and then probably 4 in the New World. And the only person that we have in the New World so far is Jinbe. But what we need to stop doing is we need to just look at people that fit with the crew. That's what we need to look at. I think Momonosuke joining the crew would be so much better.
Yeah. No, but Momo is gonna join the crew with Carrot because that's gonna build, like, you know, in the past the Minks and the people of Wano, they had like a close bond. So Carrot and Momonosuke being like the young kids on like Luffy's crew, that would kind of build their bond as well, because I think the Minks, they're gonna be living in Wano anyway, and I think
she would be the guardian and she would be the retainer.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I mean, you see a scenario where like the 2 of them are like a lookout duo in a sense, where like Carrot's the one spotting on stuff, and then like eventually when Usopp's hockey kind of grows, he can use it to like snipe down people afterwards. They can work as a tag team on the top.
Technically, Momonosuke should be the cabin boy, but he's not. He's gonna be treated like royalty. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be his gag.
That's gonna be his gag.
Luffy's not gonna treat. Luffy's not gonna.
No, not Luffy. The girls. The women.
Bro, I still think it would be hella funny if Bellamy was the freaking cabin boy, bro.
It would.
That'd be hilarious.
We're gonna see Bellamy again.
They would treat him like crap, and it'll just be funny.
But also, Momo is too young right now, like Cam says, to take the throne. And I feel like right now, the King of Wano, after the Shogun leaves, Kaido leaves. What's his name? Igarashi and Nakamushi, they're gonna rule it while Momo goes and sees the world with Luffy. And Carrot, like what Oda like pointed out, Carrot right now, right? She's selling a lot in Japan, right? I mean, I know they notice, right? They're like, oh, hey, Oda, Carrot is really popular in Japan right now.
Like them
she joins the Straw Hats. That's a lot of merch.
Like she put top 15 or something.
She was crazy.
Coming back.
The thing with that is Oda decides his crew, like Oda decides it beforehand, like straight up.
Well, yeah.
But I feel like Carrot. The thing is, Carrot
by merch and stuff.
But Carrot wanted to see the world. Do you really see Carrot going back and like staying on Wano? Like after she like was so wide eyed from just going to Whole Cake, she gonna be like, "Yo, I want to see more of this."
After all the shit they went through, especially with Pedro's like
speech. And Pedro's speech.
Like I cannot see her.
She inherited his will pretty much.
Brago.
She's not. It's not gonna be as obvious as Jinbe, but like she's getting it.
Yeah. Hey, well, Matt, what you saying?
I'm about to drop out. Can I? Zach's asking to join the stream. Can I just send him the link?
Nah.
Right.
You can send him. You can send him a link.
Yo, get what's going on, bro? Fucking, we got fucking some white dude with a gun, and then we got Jimmy Butler on board.
Yo, bro.
Hey, Trent.
Yo, he called me Jimmy Butler. Yeah. As soon as I get there, I'm gonna explain this Brulee shit.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you to explain the Brulee stuff, bro. We got you here to explain.
Y'all be easy, man.
All right, Matt. I catch you later,
Matt.
All right, fucking job.
Brulee shit.
What? Wait, say that again, Trent.
What'd you say?
No.
What did you say?
I don't know. So I thought somebody said something about talking to me about that Brulee shit.
Nah, you came in the stream and Fruit called you Jimmy Butler randomly. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, you got the Jimmy Butler hair. Come on, bro.
Come on, B.
But what's good though, Trent?
What's good?
What's
man?
happening, Trent?
Chilling.
Trent, has your thoughts changed on the chapters after seeing it for?
What's good, guys?
Reading it a couple times. What's up, Zach?
I was about to say, ain't nobody gonna say what's up to Zach.
Right. What's up, Zach?
Yeah.
It's good, bro.
Hi, Zach.
Not really, man. I mean, I'm still a little confused. I'm gonna wait to see what the Viz translations say.
Yep.
I'm still, I still kind of, like I said, a little confused. But other than that, man, obviously we already knew what it is. It's a setup. I can't really complain about it.
Yeah.
Chapter,
I got you. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna explain it all.
Oh my.
I'm telling you. It's easy.
Get all you. Well, you better be careful though. Pharaoh's in the background, ready to drop a theory.
Well, we got a squeaker.
Wait, fuck Pharaoh, bro.
Pharaoh's rocking with me. Pharaoh knows what it is.
Pharaoh's at work right now
in the fields at this time of night.
In the fields. Pharaoh's gonna come in here and be like, "What?"
What you can say?
But Pharaoh must have fell asleep last night because Pharaoh said he's about to drop his review. And I saw you dropped it at 6 or 7 this morning. I'm like, Pharaoh,
Brago, can I ask you a question, Brago?
Yeah.
Why are you always streaming exactly when I go to bed, bro?
You go to bed at 9
Why you going to bed at 8 o'clock, bro?
9. It's still early.
What time is it when you
It's the first time in like a month that I've been able to stop by.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about too, bro. We got bedtimes.
Yeah. No, I feel like I've been trying to stream earlier because I've been trying to go to sleep earlier because, man, I've been my schedule's been messed up, bro. I mean, last night.
Trust me, bro. I've been a gamer for way too long. Staying up all night, it's terrible, bro. I don't ever want to do that, bro.
But I can do it so easily now.
Yeah, right. That's the problem.
I can just stay up easily, but then it's I feel
hockey up a bit. You're good.
You don't even got to use hockey up a bit.
Even when I'm on vacation, I don't just stay up anymore, bro. Because I get out of hand, and then I'll be staying up till 8 o'clock in the morning, sleeping till 6. I'll just be literally a straight night animal.
Who's an addict, man?
I used to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying not to do it as much anymore, but it's sometimes it just
Pharaoh said y'all got me fucked up.
This nigga
Yeah. And then you gotta look at those guys in Europe, and they're getting an early stream for them on their side. So
I know that's one reason why Theory can't join the streams as much because it's super late for him,
Yeah.
So it's
that sounds like a personal problem.
Master, listen, you guys didn't see this
all the time.
You guys didn't see this, but Master J, man, Master J is starting beef with everyone. Okay,
I don't think I even started this beef.
Jay, you always be throwing shade, man.
No, I'm pretty sure I was talking
anyone.
I'm pretty sure in the chat I was talking to Pharaoh, and he decided to interject. Okay.
Yeah, Brago, what were you saying? Did Master J say some shit last night, or why'd you ask if I was in the last stream last night?
Oh yeah, I don't know what he was talking about. What were you talking about?
No, because I remember you guys in the chat. You guys are going back and forth. I don't feel like we've been in the stream together since then.
Oh, yeah.
So Master J, he's been waiting to take his shot on stream. You know what I'm saying? So it's
what are you talking about? I don't beef with Fruit on the chat.
Listen, man.
I don't think so.
Everybody knows Master J's a fucking troll, and he likes to get people's panties riled up.
And he got him and Theory going back and forth. I know the first time they get in the stream together, that's gonna be interesting. Because I mean.
Jay, if you want beef, go to Wendy's, bro.
Art even says
Master J came in here and he's like, "Yo, what's up?" I was like, "Yo." He's like, "Anybody else besides Fruit want to say hi?"
Right. That's what I'm saying. He wanted to take a shot early. You don't forget. You don't forget.
It's just natural, man.
Wait. Ardent Take did donate something about Master J. I forgot to read it. Shout out to Ardent Take. Said Master J is a bully. I posted a comment with Roger's name in it.
Oh yeah.
And he started saying some.
Why you gotta bring that up?
It's a banned word, and he was gonna pee on me or something. And abolishing slavery, killing my vibes. And he said he'd pull up on me with paper whites. What?
With paper whites? Wait, what?
That's what it says.
No, you cut out so much just then. I'm not sure what you said. I heard.
You said you're gonna. You said you're a bully. You said you're gonna pee on him. You said something about abolishing slavery. And then you're gonna pull up on him. You're gonna pull up on him with paper whites.
What is a paper white?
I don't know. That's just what I'm asking you. What is that?
I got it in my wall.
He said paper whites or wire.
Paper whites.
I don't. Either one doesn't make sense. What?
Look, man. Yo.
I'm sorry for the abolishing slavery thing that I said, I guess, even though abolishing slavery is a good thing.
All right. Wait, Lampad, are you ready?
Oh yeah. I'm pulling up the chapter so I could like actually be looking at it while I talk.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
So hold up, give me a sec.
No problem.
Hey, Brago, in the meantime, you want to have this theory bashing stream, or we gonna let that one go?
I think we're gonna let that one go, right?
We're gonna let it slide.
Wait, theory bashing?
Wait, what? A theory bashing?
I was thinking bashing on theory or bashing on actual theories?
On bashing on theory. Yeah.
Okay.
On theory 2.
Theory 2, y'all.
Escape, you saw that. You saw the chat.
I can't
right?
bash him.
Yeah, I saw.
You saw Master J just randomly going in.
Some bullcrap.
And then
don't. How you gonna put the finger at me?
But then I saw Froob say the theory. You can at me next time. I was like, what happened? And then theory was like, I guess it was like a slight subliminal.
You know there's something wrong. You know there's something wrong whenever Froob is on my side indirectly.
Well, you're right. Indirectly, he was on my side.
Exactly.
But then it just got to a place, and Master J, you did take an L though.
What the thing about the grandkids?
Bro, Master J said, "Yo, man."
So you remember the
right? He said theory in his headcanon talking about Big Mom got grandkids. Theory just posted Pez. he posted the panel, and he said he posted Pez. It's like Big Mom's grandchildren. Master J just skipped over it.
Who came in and was like, "Yo, Capone has a child." Like
Capone has a child. Like, that's what
bro. Okay, look. It was a draw at that point because I already bought it before that.
It was a draw.
Y'all talk about bullies, man. Theory is a bully. He even admitted it in his last stream. He's all like, I can't hold my tongue, Brago.
You sounded like
Theory
British
is the
and
funniest
African.
fucking person.
So, Master J, you think Theory's a bully?
I know Theory's a bully.
All right. Well, you're wrong because Theory just disproves people.
Yo, Master J, you got
Alright, I'm good to go. I'm good to go.
Barrel's about to get you right now.
Yo, bro, before you go, bro, I gotta say something, bro. Theory is the funniest person ever, bro. I'm going to the Discord, and then they'll just be like some random dude that's never been in the Discord before. And are you fucking retarded, dude? How many fucking times am I gonna have to show you the panels?
Every time I open up the Discord, bro, he's going in on somebody. He's going on Lucid.
It's funny whenever like everybody's muted and he's just like lecturing them, like, listen. He's like explaining each individual panel, like what it means. Like,
and it's like, yo, you can't look it up here. I got it for you.
Just because you don't get it doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah, damn.
No, Foob, you're wrong.
No. It'd be like fucking 4 o'clock in the morning back home. Like, no.
Stop, Taekwon, shut up.
Bro, I'm just waiting for the day you get up like 3 in the morning, bro. His mom comes in like, what are you doing?
Don't tell me to shut up or whatever. That's the last time.
That's what
whatever like that.
Bro,
nothing but y'all get mad head now.
5 versus 3.
Like y'all giving mad head right now or whatever like that.
Those two things perfectly. He did Theory.
No, because the thing is like Theory and Ty. It's like they have like Theory that kind of builds up Ty. So he kind of translates for him. He's like, no. What Ty meant was, and then he does that. Then after like, shut up, Ty. I don't agree with Ty. Then
I can't breathe, bro.
He just jumps off the ship. He's like, no. I didn't mean that. That's Ty.
Also, yo, you gotta shout out to all the people that are watching the stream now, not watching those other trash streamers.
Words,
you guys.
Yeah, that's Roger's base, man.
It's lit.
Oh shit! I was about to say who else is streaming, but damn,
I don't condone it, but flag the streams.
Who else? I know Tekken streaming, Zoro streaming, Roger streaming. Shout out to those guys.
Damn, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawyer was apologizing today for his video he made on Boku no Hero.
I heard about that.
I looked at the video. It had 1,000.
He must have got a really lot of hate.
1,000 dislikes, bro. 1,000 dislikes.
What was wrong with it?
It was gonna
real.
Listen, it wasn't okay. He didn't. Okay, he bashed it. He bashed My Hero, right? But I don't feel like I've seen much worse videos. But this is kind of illuminating because My Hero is really popular.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how popular it was, but it's like he got 1,000 dislikes, bro.
Because he really didn't even say nothing that bad.
It wasn't even that crazy.
Didn't Sawyer say that Bakugo was the best character.
He said Bakugo was the best character. I mean,
as a fan, I could agree with a lot of shit.
It was funny. Like the shit he was saying was funny. It was like I was watching. I was like, this is funny.
Yo, y'all ready for these Brule facts?
He was kind of biased.
Yeah, spit that shit.
Yeah, no, Bakugo's amazing.
We can continue yelling at theory. So go ahead.
Go ahead, Lampad. Go ahead. Explain this Brule theory you have.
I bet.
Oh, this is fucking trash, dude.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I second that motion.
All right, check it. So I got the chapter up. I think it's like it's page. All right, it's wait. I'm on 16 right now. So that's
Manga Stream or Giant News Box.
I'm on Manga Stream, bro. Or Manga Stream, Manga Stream, whatever. Yeah, still check it. So that's the first time he puts his hand over his mouth, right? So I think if I had to say the whole chapter up to that point, it's really Luffy that we're dealing with and everything like that. But we see in like page 12 that Brulee's around. She's kicking it. She's up. She's doing it. So, all right. So I think as soon as he puts his hand over his mouth, that immediately reminds me of what in the Seducing Woods, how he was covering his mouth up. And I was under the impression that when she makes a doppelganger of you, like whatever she does, you have to like mirror that, you know? Like, isn't that what was happening? Like, she put her hand over her mouth, and that made Luffy do the same thing. Yep, correct. So he couldn't like yell out to Nami. So when his hand goes over his mouth on page 16, Brule already made a doppelganger of him, and she's making him do that. I mean, as cool as it would be that he doesn't want Nami to hear him getting kicked in the gut and stuff, that would be cool, and I'm with that. But I mean, I don't really think that's the case. I mean, especially because I don't know. I mean, like the smile, and then the smile, it literally is like it even looks like Brule. So at that point, I feel like that's definitely what happened. Like she made him cover his mouth up so he couldn't say like, hey, this is Brule. Like Brule heard the plan because they wanted him to get away from the enemy. Like Nami didn't want Katakuri and others to hear the plan. Nami would have told them like, hey, they heard, you know, like blah 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 or whatever. But Brule made it to where he couldn't warn them that they're going to Chocolate Town to an ambush led by Brule and whoever else or whatever. You know, I mean, Brule might not go there herself, but she can line it up for someone else to or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's a damn good explanation, bro.
I mean, trust me. Like, check it out. Like, I wish, like, I love Luffy captain feats. You know what I mean? Like, I wish, like, I hope, like, I mean, it would be cool that he was like knew that he's getting like work put in on him and he can't hang with Katakuri, so he just wants Nami and Chopper to like be cool and everything, you know, and like Jinbe's the one that caught on, and that's why he ends in that panel looking like that. And I like that's cool, but honestly, I think this Brule thing's setting up something even cooler. Like, I still think Luffy's about to wreck shit. I still think he's going to like go just as hard as you guys think he's like, you know what I mean? Like, is whatever you guys like said that you think he's up to and whatnot. But I mean, I think Brule is playing Nami, and like this whole thing was basically Luffy. You know, like it's basically Brule playing them, you know, and they're walking into an ambush. But it's good because Sanji's there and whatnot. They got Jinbe with them, and I do think Luffy's about to do something cool, you know.
The only problem with that would be like, I feel like if that was actually the case, like Luffy would have said something else, and I ain't planning on dying here. You know what I mean? Like he would have said like, "Oh, you bitch, Brule."
True. True. But I mean, it's like, you know, to justify that though, the chapter, like he said one sentence, then the chapter ended.
Yeah,
like the next chapter could open up with him saying like, you know, "Fuck you, Brule." You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, I think the next chapter, like once he starts like getting serious, he's probably gonna knock Brule out again.
You know what?
Like,
we know what's crazy.
In.
What's crazy is
he's gonna give a Conqueror's Hockey feat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. He'll do that again.
After going back and rereading page 13 on Jamina's box, they asked Luffy, "Do you understand? After you beat him up, search for a mirror leading to Cacao Island. Let's meet there." And then Luffy covers his mouth. And then it's like, "Luffy, did something happen?" And then it's like, then he pops up. "Oh." At the end of the chapter, "Hurry and reach the island. I'm getting tired of waiting for you. You guys hurry up and come already." Where they got happy. Yeah. Where it's like, Luffy responded. Luffy responded, so we're gonna definitely meet there.
Like, the manga stream translation was messed up this week.
If you go to page 16,
he might be right.
Yeah, I read it from
go to page 6. if you go to page 16 and look at the first time he puts his hand over his mouth, look at his eyes. His eyes are like, Oda drew his eyes like shocked. Like Luffy like didn't know what, like he don't know why he grabbed his own mouth. You know what I mean? Like he's just realizing that Brulee's fucking with him again. And like it's just like the panel that Brago got in the, on the video on YouTube right now, like the one where he's, you know, like he covered his mouth up before in the woods. It's like the same scenario. You know what I mean? Like we know that Brule is capable of creating a doppelganger and making you mirror the doppelganger. And she's just doing this to get some information. Meanwhile, Katakuri knows that she's doing that shit, and he's not letting up. He's still whooping the real Luffy's ass all the while. And then the panels, like some panels we are seeing, like in the beginning, we are seeing the real Luffy. But towards the end, when that whack-ass like smile page is, that's Brule. Like that gotta be Brule. Like if Luffy was gonna try to raise their morale, he would have
smiled like that.
He'd have that real serious smile with like the line in his eyes. You know what I mean? Like how Oda draws like that real serious, like shading on the eyes with the line through the pupil. Like this, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have been some corny smile. Like that. If that is the case and he smiled like that to raise morale, I ain't even really fucking with Luffy right now. Like fuck that.
Well, that's the thing.
Like
the thing I kind of noticed
cool,
as
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, hold up. I don't know. I just read the. Oh wait, you can go. I want to say something.
But thanks for letting me. Thanks for letting me share that though, y'all. I fuck with that.
No, yeah, man, it was awesome. You came in with
that was nice.
You came
Everybody gets their 5 minutes.
Well explained, actually.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Bro. No, that was
hey, yo, Master J, man, how many subs you got, man? How many subs you got?
Oh, shit. Oh,
my.
Oh, my. I got less subs than Stebo right now. Stebo just started his channel like a month.
Hey, shout out to Stebo, man.
Shout out to Stebo game. But nah, that was a legit explanation. And going back and looking at it, Luffy didn't respond until like we saw that face. You know what I mean? Like after we saw that face, that's when Luffy responded. And I was looking at it, I'm like, when Luffy could respond to Katakuri is still a ways away.
The thing is, like, after reading the Jimini's box translation, I don't know if I read the manga stream translation wrong or what, but I don't remember Nami talking to Luffy while he was getting his ass beat. Right. That's like the one difference to make it seem to where like the clear cut theory, not the Brule one, to be more like reasonable.
Yeah.
He's covering his mouth, and she's like speaking to him. She's like, "Luffy, hello, are you there?" And then the mirror cracks, and then she says, "Luffy, did something happen?" And he's still not speaking. Well, and then we get to the face where he's fucking pissed, and then he smiles. He says, "Oh, everything will be fine, guys. I'll see you later."
Right.
And then he punches the mirror to let it go. So I think, man, it's hard to say.
It's clues for both. I think it's like clues for like both.
It's literally both theories fits perfectly. Kind of.
That's why I said what I said earlier. Fuck Oda, because like what the heck, bro? Like,
and both cool and it's really Oda's fault because both theories are like literally. Both of them have hints towards them being true, but both of them would be unresolved because he didn't clearly say, you know what I'm saying, that he was covering his mouth. And he didn't clearly say, like, dang you, Brule, for covering my mouth. Like, he didn't say anything like that.
Well, if you think about it, either way, like, the reason why this is, like, a good, like a good topic in general is because either way it happens, like, whether it's what I said about Brule or whether it's he's trying to raise like their morale or whatever. Yeah. Either way, it's not really gonna make a difference. Like Luffy's still scrapping Katakuri, Brule's still in there. Whether she did what I said she did or she didn't, she's still in there plotting. You know what I mean? Katakuri's still got to scrap. He's still gonna be taken. So really, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like that's why. Like
I think it matters just not for Luffy and Katakuri, but for the plot like outside of them.
Also, another interesting point up for the Brule thing is. On the very last page on Jimini's box, there's someone laughing in the background.
Really? Okay, yeah.
I was about to mention that.
I think that's Luffy gasping, actually.
Katakuri's looking.
Is Katakuri gasping? Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, like,
because okay, I was gonna say because with Katakuri, like when the direction he's looking with the trident, is he looking at the actual like Luffy? Because if the one in the behind, we think that's Brule. Is that the one in front of him is the actual Luffy, or like it's like one of those scenarios where like you're looking away from the guy and you're seeing something?
No, I think Katakuri is just like unbothered, bro. He's like he's not even facing Luffy. He's like he's telling what he's gonna do.
I definitely think page 20. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
Right, because like on page, I just point this out. Like Luffy's like squeezing and like stretching his mouth. Like what? Like I don't know.
Why is he doing it to that extent?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That has to be Brule. Brule like squeezing his mouth.
Yeah, Brule. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I wanted to say. Like Brule is
squeezing his mouth shut so he can't respond to Nami.
Yeah, he's trying to resist.
Wait. So if Luffy realized that Brule is controlling him, he's gonna yo, don't go there. Brule is listening in. So she's stopping him from speaking so that she can tell him, yo,
but he knows how big Brule is.
Okay, here's the last question then. Who broke the mirror? Did Brule make him break the mirror at the end, or did he punch the mirror?
No, after the mirror.
What are you? Wait. What are you talking about when he broke the mirror?
When it was like drip. When it's like the mirror's already broken.
He breaks the mirror.
Yeah.
It was already broken.
No, he broke it.
No, the very last page he punches to the ground and breaks the mirror.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So
maybe Brule did that.
Or it just stands for the near second.
I think he.
If you look at the veins on his hand,
I do think when he broke that, I think page 20 is all the real Luffy. Like last page, that's all real Luffy.
Maybe he was just pissed.
He knew that Brule did what she did or whatever, but he decided, I think he decided at that point, like, fuck it, we're not going to talk to Nami and the crew. I'm not talking to her. Brule ain't talking to her. I'm just about to scrap this dude. They're going there 10 hours. Like, I know what's going on. Brule, she could go there and fuck with them. I don't really care. Sanji's there. Jinbe's there. You know what I mean? And honestly, I was one of the people that would have swore Jinbe was dying this arc. And at this point, I still feel like there's a chance, but
I agree. I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance.
No, you
listen.
Check it out. I think there's a chance, but I also want to say that I definitely have underestimated Jinbe. Like, I feel like he's like I downplayed his strength like forever, and I'm finally like thinking that there's nothing bad is going to happen to the people on the Sunny. You know, not like that. We don't have to worry about them. Period.
Because Jimbo's
in my opinion.
But the thing is, it's like with
Sanji,
this,
and you have to take into consideration that Sanji has no feats this arc, so you know they're coming.
The thing is with Jinbe, I agree, where it's like more than likely, like it's a 99% chance that Jinbe he leaves with the Straw Hats. But that 1%, where I'm like,
there ain't no,
that 1%, like if Jinbe dies here, can you, yo, like no one would see that coming. Other than me.
Yeah, okay.
No, you're right though.
I see him dying at one.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm the world's greatest.
I'm the world's greatest helmsman.
And then he dies 2 chapters later. Like, what?
Look at it this way though. If Pedro comes back, because I have more suspicion that Pedro's still alive than I think with Jinbe dying.
Right. So but if Pedro comes back, why wouldn't Jinbe die?
Exactly. That's what if Pedro comes back after seeing all of Jinbe's feats that he's doing this arc, and then Pedro comes back and he's alive, I feel like Jinbe, like that might open up the spot for Jinbe to actually die. You know
we'll see. I think back to like how I said I underestimated Jinbe's strength. I do think there's a chance that he could die, but when I really like think about it in depth, how's he gonna die? Like we already know Big Mom can't take his soul, and other than that, I don't really think anyone else on the island's killing Jinbe, like flat out. Like
if Luffy beats Katakuri,
it would have to be smoothie.
Yeah,
I
don't know, bro. Can you tell me with a straight face that you seriously think Smoothie's gonna like kill?
Not this arc. Not this arc.
No, she's gonna dry him out. He's gonna start flopping.
Hold on.
Water doesn't work on me.
She's not like not just gonna kill him. Not just gonna beat him. She's gonna kill him. No fucking way. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I think Luffy would lose it. Wouldn't Luffy lose it? If Jinbe died, Luffy would kind of lose it. Like. When we think about
bro, he'd be like Garrett Finn, like, come on, let's roll.
When we think about all Jimbo's done for Luffy, like starting from like Impel down,
transfuse the blood and everything.
Bro,
because in a sense, it's like kind of like how
him. Like, come on,
he has his blood. He saved him so many times.
At that point,
they're blood brothers.
They're like, I was about to say that they're blood brothers.
Gonna come through, bro.
Guys,
I feel like at the very least Jinbe should have lost a limb. Like if he'd have lost a limb, it would be a lot. Like I would be happier because I kind of like feel like I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe
it would have been cool if he lost an eye or something. Maybe that.
Like I'm talking about like when we thought he was gonna lose something. Remember back when we thought he might have had a missing leg or something. Like I feel like if he'd have lost something, it'd have just been
like his neck or something.
But like I don't know, maybe I'm just too much of a maybe I'm just too much of a Bleach fan.
Maybe he scars his ears. Maybe he scars a gill or something.
So you guys think that?
Wait, but he already did lose something at the beginning of the arc when he spun the wheel. He lost face.
He said
Jim. He changed his mind.
He lost his facial hair.
He was like, "Nah, Big Mom, I'm good." We good here.
Bro, Luffy's
hey, that's another theory that Ty was kind of right about.
What?
Remember Ty said that maybe he was just being humiliated? Maybe that's what he... Yeah.
Yeah, Drago made a theory about that as well.
Not like this.
Yeah, he did it like way after time.
Not like this.
Wait, so Brago, I have to clarify something.
Yeah.
So you think that if Jinbe dies, then Luffy would lose it?
I feel like emotionally, when we think back to what all that Jinbe did for Luffy, like from Impel down, their travels to get to Ace, while at Marineford. After Marineford, he was there for Luffy, telling Luffy what to remember. You know, as far as like what to look forward to. Jinbe, exactly, like, and then Fishman Island after that.
That's his uncle right there.
It's like his older brother.
Uncle,
Jinbe's been there for Luffy the whole time.
What I'm implying,
the fact that they share blood, like it's blood brothers.
What I'm implying is that. What about the lesson that that Jinbe taught him after losing Ace?
As far as his friends being there, I mean,
what's gone is gone.
What's gone is gone. Yeah,
I don't think
it would be messed up if
applies to Jinbe. He's the one who said
it. No, but the thing is, like with Luffy,
imagine we see a scenario where like if Jinbe somehow dies and like he remembers the words "what's gone is gone" and just walks away.
The thing is, Luffy learns, but does he really?
No.
Okay,
I think Jinbe dying has the exact same amount of chance as Akainu just fucking coming in with a fleet and just fucking magma fisting Big Mom in the chest.
That's very possible.
And Big Mom will eat it.
How was that possible, Jay?
Wow.
I think the CP0 were brought in for a reason, bro. That whole boss.
I feel like honestly, I feel like
it was for the box.
Yeah, but
it would be cool if
I made a theory about that in December.
It's because the referee, man. Because think about all this time, she's already left Whole Cake in the whole territory and everything.
Oh, you think she's gone?
Bro, wait,
she can send a message to the referee telling them what just happened.
I don't know if she would just leave with it, where like right now she can like get so much information. With everything
what was Stussy planning on fucking doing with the fucking thing? She really thought she was just gonna come into place and just dip like that? Like
exactly.
What?
Like
but the thing is, maybe in Big Mom's tea parties,
way too real for
shit goes south all the time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's like, you know, this.
Yeah, but I think what Frube's saying is shit is just way too real right now for her to even matter. You know, like what could Stussy really fucking do right now? That's why I think she might literally be out. I think CP whatever is.
Yeah, I was thinking because we're seeing CP0, why not see CP a revolutionary on Whole Cake as well? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like
that'd be dope.
A counterbalance. I mean, that could lead into the reverie.
Katakuri is the dragon's brother.
Yo. You know what? That was my whole theory.
I'm waiting for
that was my whole theory as far as Katakuri being a revolutionary. But it's like Katakuri, has he ever left the island? As far as like they don't really leave.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like that's.
I mean, he's left the island, but it's like I would assume it'd be like with a Big Mom and stuff, right?
No, but
I'm under the impression that has never left.
There's this panel that Theory has where it was like I like how I said the Theory has, but that Theory showed me where it was like
Theory has it, bro.
Yeah,
he has all the panels.
It was talking about how the 3 street commanders. Because remember at the beginning of the arc, we saw like, Katakuri has just like arrived to the island.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you're right.
And they also said that Big Mom said that the 3 sweet commanders haven't been in the same room in a long time.
So they be out here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really dope that commanders are out there by themselves.
But how?
You know what I mean?
What about Jack? He's out there by himself.
But it's actually like extremely possible.
No, that's what I mean. It's like they're out there by themselves, whereas like with Luffy's crew, like they're always together, whatever. I mean, now they've been separated for a while, so I feel like we should get used to this, where they're going to be like in different places, and then maybe once the Blackbeard thing, then they kind of come together. I mean, obviously Wano, but I feel like it's going to be more of them not being together all the time. Where they go their separate ways, maybe training, whatever. But,
I'm already used to it now.
Yeah, but I feel like people don't like that. The Straw Hats not being together. Because then they're like, this can't
See, what
happen.
I don't like is...
where's Zoro?
How Big Mom was... I don't like how Big Mom has supposedly never left her island. Like, how...
I mean, the thing is we...
Like, come on.
Wait.
That's crazy.
I feel like she doesn't have to leave.
Oh, that's me, bro. What's up?
What's good, G?
Yeah, she doesn't have to leave at this point, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, why would you? Like, I mean, we have like Kaido, he's leaving. Shanks, he's traveling.
Because you're a Yonko, you're supposed to be on your grind. You're supposed to be grabbing poneglyphs like on your way to Raftel.
Master J, what's up with that link, bro? You trying to hack me, bro?
That's a picture.
He sent it for
this guy
pictures.
can't get the fried French fries at Wendy's. He's trying
to hack Ferris face, bro.
Oh my!
I'm trying to get
his real goal is Marco.
I'm trying to get Marco. That's where the money.
Shout out to Marco the Phoenix, though, man. He made me a mark.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Marco the Phoenix, man.
If you look at that link real quick,
legend out here in these streets.
That's the picture for the original concept art of the Straw Hats that Oda drew, right, a long time ago, right? Okay, and if you look at each character, we kind of filled in all the gaps now. We have everybody except for this little fairy-looking guy who has the same hairstyle as Momonosuke. So I think Momonosuke is going to join the crew. That's all I want to say.
I've been saying that for a long time.
Wait, is Blackbeard on the crew? Look at Blackbeard.
No, that's Usopp. That's
Hold up. Okay, so this is a concept. That looks like Blackbeard for real.
Yeah.
Look, Chopper's supposed to be a swordsman.
Bro, what the
Chopper's supposed to be a swordsman.
He's supposed to be a swordsman.
Yeah, I've seen this before. Look at that little. What's this little duck thing?
Okay, that's Frankie.
That's Momonosuke over there.
What's on that skeleton's head?
No, that's what I'm saying. The little guy.
The little guy is Momo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be like the
cabin boy.
Yeah.
But Momo ain't gonna be no cabin boy.
I mean, I wouldn't mind him being one, but like,
no, he's gonna be a cabin boy as far as like I guess like his rank
title,
his rank in the crew. But come on,
and I guess our thing too is like, does he really care about royalty at the end of the day?
No, he's not. I mean, the thing is, he was really stuck up because of everything that was going on with his family. But when we see like his true nature, he's a pervert. You know, he's a perverted kid, and that's why he didn't get along with the dudes on the crew. And him and Luffy, they're so childlike. Luffy's so childlike. Him and Momonosuke, like they got into arguments all the time over simple shit. So Momo, I think he's a perfect fit for the crew. Yo.
But, the problem, how I said I have a problem with Big Mom never leaving her island. What it is like we're under the impression that she never left because she's like chilling, waiting for Mother Caramel to get there or whatever. And the thing is, it's hard, like it's easy to forget that like when we first got introduced to her, we were told that she has like the craziest intel network. Like she could find out anybody, she could touch anybody. Yeah. Like and then so to like think that like she never left because she's waiting for a person that she ate to like come back, and you mean to tell me she can't get information to find out that this person is already dead? And I could see that her family member are trying to keep that info from her, but she's a Yonko with the best intel.
No, but the thing is also right. With Big Mom and her intel, they also try to protect her from herself. So even if they know that, she could say, Katakuri, I want you to go here to see if Mother Caramel is here. I want you to go here.
So you don't think she's directly involved with her intel? And
no, no. I think Katakuri. I think it's Katakuri. Yeah. I think Katakuri.
So they pick and choose what to tell her. I mean, I could see that. I could see that.
Because remember Smoothie made an executive decision before, which is like, we ain't gonna tell nobody.
About it, we've seen Napoleon communicates her with the homies and stuff, but Napoleon can even selectively tell her stuff because we've seen Prometheus and Zeus, like they kind of like they're separate entities. Like they don't have to. Yeah,
and we've seen Prometheus, Napoleon, his emotions doesn't always match up with what Big Mom is doing. He's kind of always like, oh fuck, what is she doing?
He's shook as fuck. Like
he's like, come on, yo. Yeah. So I'm sure he's like, he gets intel. He's like, I don't think we should tell her this. You know what I'm saying?
I swear the last chapter that they're still on Whole Cake, like Prometheus and Zeus. They didn't follow Big Mom.
Yeah, they never. They were able to.
They were like, what happened? Didn't they say like what happened to some shit? Like they were like,
yeah, it's like
they were like, oh, why did Mama leave?
It was like, hey, you want to grab something to eat?
Like, what did they do with Big Mom?
Downside to her build, you know?
Right. Well, I mean, they're separate entities, but
because technically she's nerfed right now, so you know
that's power that's like gone that she can use, so it makes it easier for someone else.
It's heavily implied that Big Mom has left her island though, because like one, how would she get her bounty, right? Because we saw her like early bounty posters, and she was like chasing around people on islands.
No, agreed. No, we're talking about after she became Yonko. After she became Yonko.
How is it implied? Tell me one time where it's implied that she left.
Here's the thing. This isn't the first time we see.
I can't remember the chapter, but there's a
no hate. I'm telling you, like no hate, Froob. I'm just saying, like she.
There's a chapter where it shows like Big Mom, and it's like snapshots of her and her bounty posters and shit like that as she's like growing up.
That's when she was young. That's when she was young.
Around and shit like that.
I mean, the only thing I can think of.
I think that was her taking over Whole Cake before, like when there was actually
her bounty wouldn't get that big if she was just taking over Whole Cake though.
I mean, she started.
I think she had to. I think Strusen probably sent her places. Like they went places. They had to have gone places to kind of accumulate.
What it is I think the reason why her bounty went up is she landed on Whole Cake, started taking it over, and then started taking over every single island nearby. She has.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question to you. How does Big Mom have such a diverse family? if she didn't like leave the island and
her crew goes out, takes people show up, like she does not leave.
I don't think she leaves the island nowadays, but I think
you know, I mean, it's like if she's been waiting for Mother Caramel, would she actually leave?
Because she didn't have any crewmates before then. Before she had kids, she didn't have any crewmates.
Exactly.
So she had Strusen was.
It was her and Strusen.
So Strusen left her alone. So Strusen left her alone.
Look, he never left
went
her.
out and captured.
No, Strusen is the daddy.
I'm just gonna say this: it's very hard to become a pirate without sailing to multiple islands.
Okay. I'll give you guys this. She may have been to the islands in her archipelago, but she's never left her whole entire like cluster of islands.
I doubt it.
Wow. I mean,
that's a reach.
That's a reach. Current Big Mom or what?
I don't know.
Ask Big Mom.
Because the young Big Mom was a lot more ambitious whenever she was
when she was like 40 years old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. I'm not. I mean, she may have left. All I'm saying is that we have no like we have no panels suggesting it. I mean, we could speculate like she when she was young she was running around like, but I mean I don't know in panels we don't have any.
Well, my only thing I can say on this is like you remember how he was using like the waterfall. I mean, she's using like the Paraspell's ability and stuff with the sea ocean because we know that's just like, it's most likely made of juice and stuff. Yeah. So I guess like travel to certain areas and stuff like she used that probably to get to like probably the nearby places to grab some of like the husbands.
Yeah, I mean,
well, we know she has like 50 islands.
And it is kind of implied that.
Yeah, but I mean, like at the beginning, like she had one island in the beginning, and then eventually it spread out to all the other islands that make up the archipelago, kind of thing. You know.
That's why I said I think
something important.
At some point, she met with Kaido too, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Kaido wandered onto her island.
Territory. It's very possible.
It was a while back when we first learned about the Yonko that they engaged in territorial struggles. Throughout the years, so you would think at some point she would be involved in that.
Yeah.
When she said that Kaido thing, like you won't take down that thing. Do you guys like interpret that as she is like
she went on her own to try and take island from her?
I know. I'm almost positive that all the Yonkos fought each other at some point.
Yeah.
Do you think that when she said that she was kind of like making herself sound inferior to him?
No. Well, some might say that
she's acknowledging his strength.
Yeah, she's acknowledging how much of a monster he is.
She's like, I'm a monster, but that dude's also a monster. So watch the fuck out.
Yeah. I agree. I think
it's more like don't look down on him. Basically,
they're saying that Big Mom where she collect devil fruits from. I don't think she collected them per se.
Another thing about that is like the Yonkos are basically in like a fucking like 20-year stalemate or whatever it's been, right? Yeah. So like she's basically taking it offensive, like I've never been able to beat this guy and you think you're gonna be able to beat him? Get the fuck out of here. Like that's
right.
Yeah.
I'm with that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's possible that Kaido stumbled onto her island and then they couldn't take him down, like all of them. I mean, and
that's too much, bro.
I mean, that'd be crazy, right? Big Mom's whole crew can't take down just Kaido.
I mean, they took him down, but they couldn't kill him, you know?
Yeah, like it's possible to beat him in battle, but like
took him down and they couldn't kill him.
Oh yeah, it said he was captured by Yonkos, right?
Do you think that the other Yonko could create tsunamis?
I'll put it like this.
They have their own versions.
I made a joke about this.
Blackbeard can fend off Big Mom's attack with his devil fruit.
Yeah.
And Big Mom, if he really throws a tsunami at Big Mom, then she can fend it off.
Shanks can casually stop her Elbas spear.
Shanks can do anything.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, you know how like she used the tsunami, right? So I'm thinking like, okay, Whitebeard can use create tsunamis because of the earthquakes. Kaido can probably jump into the freaking ocean itself, and the water will rise up. Shanks can do a Moses and split the sea, and then like Blackbeard probably suck up all the water using Black Hole.
Oh snap!
The Blackbeard also has the
theory about Katakuri.
What?
What'd you say?
No, I was saying you guys want to hear a crazy theory about Katakuri?
He's a god. No.
New theory comes up.
He's a god. I've heard it. But go ahead.
No. We already know he's a god. But like, what if Katakuri he developed his observation hockey and his future seeing abilities to like know when Big Mom was gonna start her rages, and so he could protect.
Yes. Who was saying that? Was that theory?
Chatty has the theory about that.
Yeah.
And like, what if the scar on his face was from one time he was defending someone in the family, and like she like slashed his face, and he's trying to hide it from her so she doesn't see it.
Yeah.
Could you think that's foreshadowing? Maybe like what Luffy's doing in this chapter, covering his mouth.
Yes. Oh no, I don't think that's what that is. But I definitely think that Oh man, I know a lot of people aren't gonna like this, but I think that there's a heavy. This is all Chatty's theory, and it fucking blew my mind away when he told me this. But I feel like there's a really heavy implication that, like, Katakuri seems to be like the protector of the family, right? If you see him in like every single like panel and arc, he's always trying to protect. Like, whenever he's doing something, it's because he's trying to protect everyone, right? Like, think about every single thing he's done. Like, he helped them with the Mochi balls. He was defending Big Mom.
He's like Luffy, but better, yeah.
When he was on the ship, he tried to get everyone. He's like, all right, everyone go in there. It's not safe out here. Like, he's always defending everyone. And so I think he's going to find out that Luffy helped Lola, and he might end up letting him go away.
Yeah. I mean, can we see an example? Like, you know how there's some numbers of, like, the Charlotte family that's kind of inconsistent? Like, you'll have, like, you know, the first son, second son, and then we go to, like, the 8th or 9th, right? Let's say like some of those other ones had died, and like Katakuri was trying to protect them, and they died because of Big Mom's rage, and like that's why like he's so like protected to his family because of that.
Then why wouldn't he leave?
Well, then because I guess like it depends on the relationship he has with the other siblings, right? Like your younger brother.
You gotta
like,
get out of here.
Well, it depends. It's some people can do it. It's easy. Like I'll put it in a realistic perspective. Like I'll say if my second brother died and I have my younger ones still watch over, it's like. If I have the steps to go and leave on my own, I could. But unfortunately, at a young age, you probably couldn't. So it's like, I better stay here and watch them so they don't end up in a situation like my brother would, or how I could possibly end up being, you know, with a scar or whatever, right?
I understand.
Question. Yeah. That's where Katakuri was this entire time, because it said he was coming back to the island. What if he was looking for Lola the entire time?
Or he's meeting with the revolutionaries.
It could be a possibility.
All the commanders just met up, right? All the commanders just
met up. Him and
he went to go see his dad Dragon, and like.
Hey, do you think that him and Pudding maybe conspiring to like erase some memories as far as her killing off the siblings? Because when she first killed off the sibling in the beginning, they acted like it was preposterous that she would kill one of her own
children.
Yeah. So you think that maybe he and her also are like in cahoots as far if that theory were to be true, then they would have to not know that, you know, all the other miscellaneous numbers got killed off.
No, that is
true. I'm sure Katakuri's used Pudding before, as far as like on Big Mom.
Yeah.
Like, because you have to protect her from herself. She's like a loose cannon. You can't like have her being unstable. So you want to keep her as happy as possible, and everything you do is to cater towards her needs, regardless of what it is. Even if you have to lie to her. Like Smoothie didn't want to tell him anything about like what was it, the Straw Hats? Like she gets his like
whenever Brooke infiltrated.
Yeah, it's like she didn't want to do that. So
no, because it's crazy. Because like if you think at every single point where Katakuri has been in, he's always just chilling until he's trying to protect someone. He's never on the offensive, like trying to like. You know, like he's never being aggressive. He's always trying to protect people from.
Yeah, he's just looking out and stuff.
Even his introduction, he was protecting Capone's crew from the
random guy. Yeah. I mean, with Katakuri, the story behind his scar is going to be interesting if we ever get it. I don't know if we do.
Yeah,
I think we have to at this point.
I
mean,
so?
if we got a 2-chapter flashback for Big Mom, I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a page or two explain the scar.
Yo, what if we get a flashback? What if we get a flashback with that nigga walking right with him and his brother?
So when Luffy's going
chilling, right?
The actual punch.
He walking, he's skipping, he like la 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 like with his brothers and all, and he bumping the Kaido's leg, and Kaido turn around like and then he look at one of their brothers.
You have quite the imagination,
right? Bumping the Kaido's leg.
I thought he was hoping to like some bad tune or something.
Kaido's leg is like a
counter. I thought Kaido had like a counter just by looking at him. Then Big Mom show up, and then what's gonna happen? They clash, and then we see like a 2-chapter fight between Big Mom and Kaido.
I don't know how you missed Kaido's leg, but
if we get a story about Katakuri's scar, then I want one about Crackers.
I want one about Doflamingo.
Do you think somebody literally walked on whole cake and just gave them all L's, bro?
No, but the thing is like I feel like
the
thing is like the only reason why I think that there's this backstory behind Katakuri's scar is only because like Cracker had just looked like the scar was built in his character design, same with Brule and shit like that. Yeah. Like the fact that Katakuri has a scar going across his face and he has a scarf that's like
covering
yeah. I mean, the only thing that kind of reminds me of is like in Toriko, if you ever know Zebra, like how it has a piece of his mouth like with the skin missing and stuff, and something like that.
But Cracker said that he doesn't like to feel pain and stuff, so I feel like because of that scar, he got OP fucking Artemis Honky.
I mean, it's possible Cracker was abusing his child too. So
shit.
Wait, shout out to Super Tailbird. Said, when is Smoothie going to do anything of note? Also, what happened to CP0 Stissy? Did she call for backup?
Here's the thing. I think Stussy had someone with her because there's no way she's not by herself, like on this island. She has to have somebody like working with her.
Backup.
She
has to have like backup with her. Like close.
Yeah, how does she get there?
Nah, Big News ain't backup, man.
Big
News.
He's just there for the news, bro. He's just there for the news. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, do we think
that guy's strong as hell? He was standing at King's Hockey, so like,
you guys think we're gonna get a bounty raise this arc?
After this arc, it depends.
Yes, I do.
It depends on what goes out. It depends on what goes out.
It depends if Big News makes it.
It depends on how Big News makes it. Like if he says, because the thing, I don't know if he can like really say anything to make Big Mom look bad, because then Big Mom is coming for him. You know what I'm saying?
I think it would be kind of redundant to just have an arc and then we get bounty raises, and then the next arc we get more bounty raises.
Brago. So you think Big Mom's gonna force the hush hush?
Oh yeah, he's not gonna say anything. I don't think he's gonna say anything.
I think Sanji's bounty might change just because the only alive thing and Judge and
his name,
Sanji's name, and go above.
We're definitely getting bounty raises after one.
But what about
would it be crazy if Sanji got like 100 more berry? More than
Zoro.
I could see it could be possible. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh
and then Zoro gets a higher bounty because
people will be mad, yo.
People will be so pissed.
I'll be I'll be pissed myself, but then I know Zoro's gonna get a higher one after one.
Then the Usopp fanboys can shut up.
Yeah,
Hey, we gotta wait for Elbaf, man.
Is that even a real thing?
Bro, Usopp has a lot of fans.
First of all,
he's a good fan.
You know CGK?
CGK, he thinks Usopp is going to be the captain soon, bro. Like, he's like Luffy's just keeping the seat warm for Usopp.
Hey, Usopp observation hockey is banging with Sanji's. Don't debate me.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, everyone's gonna have.
You say it's better.
I mean, he just awakened it 2 arcs.
He just awakened it. He's not.
That's what I'm saying.
Sanji and
wait.
He's just awakened.
Their growth will be the same in a way. Like,
Usopp's gonna become king. I mean,
yeah, he said it was foreshadowed in the Syrup Village when Usopp was like, "Yo, man, I'm be the captain, and you going."
Hold on here.
Wait, they said Usopp was strong in this kind of series.
Usopp was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be the captain, yo." That's like that's foreshadowed.
I don't know if that's the thing, but
hey, man, Usopp's.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Elbaf is gonna be his arc though.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's been my favorite Straw Hat.
Yeah,
like I see, there's a lot of setup that it could be like.
He was my least favorite for a while.
He still is my least favorite.
Frankie takes that role easily.
I love Frankie, man.
Frankie's trash now, man. I can't rock with Frankie.
I like him a lot more pre-time skip though. A lot more pre-time skip.
Yeah, pre-time skip I dig them. Post-time skip,
the Straw Hats are kind of dull, to be honest.
But Steve-O, like it's how it is. Like Frankie pre-time skip.
Chopper is adorable.
Listen, man. Here's the thing. Let me lay some facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me lay some facts down, bro.
Is that not facts though? Is that not?
No, you're right.
Chopper is not adorable.
You're right.
Chopper is beautiful.
Like Chopper,
Nami isn't your least favorite Straw Hat.
I rewatched the moment.
If Nami's your least favorite,
the Sabaody moment when Chopper did not realize that it was fake Zoro and fake Sanji all the time.
Oh
like,
shit!
Chopper's so retarded.
That's when I dislike his character a little bit.
You look so different.
Manhood is on the teeter-totter right now.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, to see exactly what people's standings are with the Straw Hats, Brago, you should probably do a stream with people and then see like where their rankings are for the Straw Hats. Like who has?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a mashup of like I'm gonna ask a bunch of people like who their like least favorite Straw Hat is. I'm gonna ask like 20 people in the community like who their least favorite Straw Hat.
20.
It better be fucking Nami, bro.
Why'd you say 20?
Bro, why?
Bro, why'd you say 20?
I'm
We
just
have
top 3.
people
I'm just
right
saying.
here, and this isn't even the main cast.
Nami using uncle attacks, baby.
Listen, man, Nami's character is trash, bro. Just accept it.
Nah.
The only people that don't have her as their least favorite, they like titties way too much, bro.
No, Nami's amazing. What?
Have you seen?
Nami's amazing.
Listen, man, Nami has passed Nico Robin for me. I'm sorry.
You like Frankie better than you like Frankie better than Nami?
That's what happens when you get married.
No, I think my least favorite Straw Hat is.
Frankie 100%.
Who's my least favorite? Damn. I think.
Post time skip is Zoro.
I think right now it's Robin.
Yeah, post time skip.
Yeah.
For what?
Robin, my least favorite Straw Hat.
Oh, your least favorite.
Well, that's mainly because she hasn't really.
She hasn't done anything.
Frankie.
She hasn't done anything. You know what I'm saying? Like Frankie had that manly fight with Senor Pink. You know,
Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie can bounce.
We're gonna see more stuff.
We're gonna see more from Robin. Right now, she's just like meh. You know what I'm saying?
My
Like,
least
but Nami,
because he's a coward.
Nami's done a lot. Yeah,
Nami has Nami has like made Robin look small on the cover spreads. Nami
that's what I'm
shit Nico Robin, 100%.
See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is what you guys talk about, bro. You're like, oh, I love this character. You see her titties on the cover spread, like, come on.
Oh my, that's bro. She has the feats as well. She has the feet.
Yeah, I mean,
she got the titty feet.
Yep. So you like titty and feet, bro?
She has the titty and feet, bro.
You have both your goatee. Like,
she got the titty feet.
Brago's right. Brago's right. Nami's tight.
That's a part of the character, bro. Like, if you ignore the titties, what are you doing?
Yeah. But nah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the only redeeming quality in the character.
Fruit low key though. Fruit low key.
Fruit low key likes
her. So I think Robin.
Nah, Fruit is an ass kind of.
I don't know. Robin just kind of fell out.
Listen, man. Every single time Nami shows up and her titties are out, bro, every single live reaction, Mark goes, "Damn, Nami looking nice in this pants."
Hey, man.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
no one
man.
does justice in
but that's facts, though, man. She looking nice, bro. Facts. Listen, man. Nami be wearing the smallest shit, bro. The smallest thing. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Remember that the cover page, that recent cover page.
That's what I'm saying. She took the bro. She took.
This was your face though.
That was all her. That was all her.
Yeah. She put in the work, man. Like
she know how to sell, man.
Yeah. It's not her fault. Robin doesn't know how to sell her body. Like
somebody watching like African cartoons or some shit.
Robin should know this.
Like in the past few years, Nami has the most slutty cover panels. Like the one of her drinking milk and shit.
Robin should know how to sell her body though. Like,
Robin.
No, that's sort of being a genius.
Robin has been covering up a lot more post.
Hey, but listen, we say this right now. They're gonna cure it.
Got some decent, man.
Like,
but you remember Nami when we first got her? When we first saw her at Sabaody, how she just stuffed like Usopp's face. She's like, Usopp, look at my development. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look at my development.
The way bro.
Yeah, that was a beautiful.
Look at my development.
Look at my development. You know what I'm saying? Nami has been progressing since like she was like the first. I think she caught her eye the most like post time skip, like right after like at Sabaody. It was like, damn, Nami. I mean Usopp as well, I guess, but Nami was like, damn. Nami came back strong, bro.
Not as good.
Yeah. Bruce King, you have to switch your Zoro and your Usopp.
Ooh.
No, you don't, Bruce.
See, I'm one of the few people who don't have like a least favorite straw hat, but I do have the least useful straw hat. That's Zoro. He's the least useful.
Oh, you about to get cut down, my friend.
More than Brook.
No. Look at it.
You got two Zoro fanboys.
I think at least he's more useful than Brook.
Listen. Sanji can cook. Luffy's the captain. Nami navigates. Chopper's the doctor. Usopp is a sniper.
And the coward.
And a coward, but he's also got.
Make sure you add that in.
Everything Usopp does is kind of set up by everybody else. But.
I'm not even gonna talk about Usopp. We're gonna talk about Frankie being right. We're gonna talk about Robin being the only person who can read the poneglyphs. Yeah. What is Zoro's role? What is
thinking booze, man?
But think about. But wait.
He doesn't sleep. All he does is sleep and fight.
Exactly.
He's a hitman, bro. He's a hitman.
No,
he's a hitman. He would get lost on the job, but hey, he's a hitman.
Listen.
If you're a killer,
listen. There are so many niggas in the world who can fight just as well as Zoro and better. That's the best.
Okay, but let me ask.
So is it who? Who can fight better than Zoro?
Wait,
Zoro the
captain. Yonko commanders.
No trolling.
Wait, hold up. But all right, you can go, and then I gotta say something.
No, but no trolling. No escape. To be honest, but like, who has green hair?
Oh, that's a good point.
Y'all are whack for that.
No, but like, yo, I like how you just glossed over the fact that fucking you're like, oh, Usopp's a sniper and Zoro can only fight. Like, hello, like.
No. But the thing is, Usopp can like build things. He can build things. It's okay.
Yeah, he weapons, you know.
He built the climate tech, Fruit. What do you mean?
Yeah, he made the climate tech. Like, come on, you sleep.
Yeah, that's like some fifth dimension stuff.
And he made the fucking climate tech for the worst character in the series.
Zoro made a tornado.
How you gonna call Fruit sleep when you saying that Zoro the least useful motherfucker on the crew? That's crazy.
No, it's true.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Bro,
they literally said if Zoro was here.
That's crazy.
They literally said, "Yo, if Zoro was here, man."
Yo, Scape, are you on your computer or are you on your phone right now?
I'm on my computer, yo. What's good?
All right, bro, click on my picture and zoom in and read that shit, and then remake it.
Wow,
oh my.
That's a troll.
I'm not saying he is Useless, but he's the least useful out of everyone on the Straw Hats.
Wait. Usopp did that way before Zoro did.
Did what?
Yeah, it's true. In Alabasta. In Alabasta, yeah. When he was fighting Miss Merry Christmas. That's
the real right hand there, bro. Second here. Pause. Remember when Zoro lost to Mihawk? What did he say?
Yeah, when he lost, no.
Yeah. When he lost to Mihawk, he said that I will never lose again. Do you hear me, King of the Pirates?
Yeah, but he never said Luffy was gonna. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Okay, whatever. Usopp did it too, but Scabe, your favorite fucking Straw Hat, his best line of all time was, "I'm gonna bake a cake that will make Big Mom faint."
Yeah, no, that's an L.
Brooke never said that.
Brooke never said that. Nah, I think Brooke was my least favorite Straw Hat pre-time skip because the jokes kind of got old for me.
Yo, skull jokes are not. Come on.
The skull jokes bro. Come on. The skull jokes.
The afro, man. The skull jokes are funny before.
They're not as funny. They're not as funny anymore.
Some of them are clever. That's why
they've gotten clever. I think in this arc he's saying like his bone chilling and shit like that. Like I think it's been better.
I just need Usopp to bring back the reject doll. You know.
Huh?
I need him to bring that shit back.
There's marshmallow and fruity pebbles. It's like. I mean, like, you know how usually when there's marshmallows.
I'm sorry.
I might have to like eat all.
Yeah, everybody got quiet.
Hold up. What were y'all talking about? Wait.
You're eating fruity pebbles right now.
Like I said, it's marshmallow fruity pebbles.
Does he know is he? Wait, did he mute himself?
Yeah, he
did.
Yeah, he
okay.
Yeah.
Is Lampard at work right now? Is he at work or something at the grocery store? It's like, yo, we got marshmallows and fruity pebbles right here.
That's at Walmart right now.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good, man. You just throwing out recommendations, yo. It's all good.
Wait, Master J, what did you say? Your least favorite?
My least favorite.
Who's your least favorite Straw Hat?
Y'all hear that?
I guess
we heard it.
We heard the fruity pebbles.
Yeah, man, don't buy that shit, man. They're the sweet. It's the worst cereal.
I hate fruity pebbles. It's the worst cereal ever.
It's fruity pebbles with marshmallows in it. It don't fuck.
I hate fruity pebbles, like period. So. Yeah, I don't mess with it.
Oh, that's crazy.
I used to like fruity pebbles.
Rice Krispies.
Nah, it's all about cinnamon toast crunch. Cinnamon toast crunch.
That's
Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops.
Pharaoh be eating
Fruit Loops. Yeah, that's my favorite cereal.
To all of you eating Lucky Charms.
All the Captain Crunch except
all of you eating bagels, man.
Lucky Charms is dope. I like Lucky Charms, man.
Brago.
Steve, you sound like an Applejack kind of guy.
Wait, I think
I do like Applejack.
Hey,
I think I said this joke before, but doesn't Brago remind y'all of the Honey Smacks frog? I always wear the hat.
You're a troll.
No, this nigga always says this, and I always have to like.
Brago, seriously.
I never heard nobody say Brago look like Diggum.
Never heard of those.
Never heard nobody say that Brago look like Diggum, bro.
You said you smell like Lucky Charms.
Master J says Brago looks like every single
black dude. Yo, every
single black person.
Yo, you look like Dave East. Yo, you look like the dude from Atlanta. Yo, I'm like, wait.
Shout out to Jimmy Johnson who said Fruit Loops is trash.
Is Lawrence Fishburne.
Hey, you know what? I think it's time, Master J.
What?
I think it's time for the Fruit face reveal. We got a picture of Fruit, yo.
Wait, Fruit. Who's that on your?
We got a picture of Fruit, yo.
Stop.
No, it's legit. Listen,
is that true or is it fake?
Watch.
It's fake.
Wait, Master J, did you?
No, we found Fruit's Instagram, yo. Listen, all right, watch.
You did not.
Okay. Wait, I'm about to put it on YouTube.
Wait,
Fruit. Is it okay? Fruit, is it okay before I do it though?
Fruit, who's the guy on your Twitter? The guy on your page.
No, that's some random white guy. That's not Fruit.
That's a rapper.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Was that Post Malone still?
Oh, are you talking about my header?
Yeah, your header.
Oh, that's some random dude that blocked me.
Wow. Oh, wow. Who was such a troll? Like, what?
Oh, this nigga blocked me, so I made him my header.
Fuck that nigga.
No, bro, because you can see it if you go to the header. It says you are blocked from following fucking blah blah blah.
Yeah. Did you tell him One Piece was better than Naruto or some shit? Like, what'd you do?
I'm blocked by so many people in our community right now.
Because you talk about their like parents and their kids and shit. Not sure you gonna talk.
Twitter isn't
right? How the fuck did Anime Fat Talk block you though?
I don't know.
I think he probably said something
about last. No, because what happened was one of the times I started joining Brago streams. It was sometime in December, January. I'm like, yo, fuck that guy's like theories and shit.
Oh shit!
Like, oh my god, that's the way.
You know what? That's crazy because it's like I think when we first started the streams, we used to talk shit about a lot of people. Yeah. Like no lie, we used to talk shit about a lot of people.
When I first started listening, to you guys did go in on the AFT.
We went in on like a lot of people, bro. But then after
Jay,
we're
you're
like,
the only one who does it now.
After we're like, you know what? We may run into these people. We gotta be more, Wait, all right. Can you guys see it?
Whatever, man. You can suck up if you want to. Actually, all y'all can suck up if you want to, because that's all y'all do. Every time Roger comes in here, every time King of Lightning comes in here, every time Joy Boy comes in here.
All right, Joe. I just put Froob's picture on the stream. That's Froob's face reveal, yo. That's what Froob looks like. No, that is Froob. That is Froob, bro. 100%.
What the fuck is going on Roger's stream, bro?
Wait, what is Roger doing?
Wait. He's fucking playing as Mickey Mouse to this. What's his name? Queen Flips.
Oh, he's doing one of those Mickey Mouse.
Oh, yeah, Mickey Mouse thing.
No, this is not Froob. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's Froob. What's the link? That's Froob.
He basically gets Mickey Mouse and he starts talking as if he's like he just like.
Yeah, he does that.
Why do y'all follow this dude?
Brago, you got the link in the Hangouts?
He does it like once every other year. Like Froob, is not you?
That's Froob, bro.
Froob, you look like an overweight Hispanic nigga, bro.
That's Froob. Froob is just the light skinned Shirek Savage. That's Froob, bro.
Yeah,
that's not Froob.
No, that's not Froob.
Why did Brago? I swear you went on Insta, you found a random.
Bro, that is
Just Do It shirt, and you put it up on here.
Bro, that's
Froob. That is not Froob.
That is not him, bro.
Listen, yeah. Froob had a
I know Froob does not have a rose gold iPhone, yo.
No, Froob, listen, man. Froob been listening to a lot of that G Herbo, right? So Froob got tats. Froob like, yo, man, we about to make this legit. That is 100% Froob loops.
Froob.
Stop.
Yo, Froob.
It's funny, like,
no.
That dude's white. That dude's white. That's Froob.
Hey, shout out to Red King the Ragnar in the.
Hold up, have people seen Theory, right? People seen Theory.
No, I think you gotta show them Theory, bro.
Nah, Theory. No, that's in Discord. That's actually Theory.
That's not Theory.
I swear.
That's Brago. That thing is on Google, bro.
Yeah. No. Theory. No. A long time ago. Theory planted it there for you guys to think that. No. I found him. Right. I found him. But then Theory planted it there after the fact. And he was like, "Yo, I don't want these guys to know that's actually me." Huh?
Wait,
is that how he planted it?
No, he didn't, bro.
Theory. No,
wait,
Theory
hold up. I swear. As soon as when I first started watching the streams, Froob had a picture.
Yeah, I had
like
a
sitting.
That was Martin Shkreli. That's Martin Shkreli.
I always thought that was
People thought that was Froob.
I'll forever have that image in my head until I see another image that I see.
Do people remember what Ashura looks like?
I was about to say
this. Oh my god!
Which one has
no real talk? You know Kodak Black, right?
Which one has been the best?
So Kodak Black. Before I knew like who he was, I always thought the guy that was Zaki. Because he had the
because Zaki.
He always had the pick, and I'm looking
Zaki and UG. They do that shit all the time.
Shit, yo.
Yeah,
and then when I go see like the Kodak, I'm like, what?
Dritz wants to join.
Oh, for real?
And who's Dritz?
I was just about to end it. It was just about to end it.
Oh my!
Yeah, let Dritz know he's not welcome here right now.
Oh my god!
Right?
You know what, Dritz? You got to come in and respond to that, bro. You got to come in and respond to that.
Wait. Hold on.
Get him on the pod.
You got to pay your dues, son. Square up. Wait, am I the person? Am I like the person in the gang? Y'all just like make me go out and recruit people and I have to fight
the hitman.
Yeah, you just
what type of?
Nah, niggas, we recruit niggas so they can fight you.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's messed up.
Lampad came in and he was like, "Yo, fuck man, fuck you, Master J." Like off the bat.
Bro, you brought a theory and told you to go fuck yourself. How you feel?
I just want to make. That's all I want.
I said I was gonna do a fucking face reveal on the first chapter of Wano, and I wasn't lying, bro. Just
damn. That's for spoil it. My fault, bro. I'll take it down.
He did say that. He did say that.
Hey, Brago, that's gonna be the best viewed video ever.
That's gonna be a lit video, bro.
When Fruve does that, I'll buy a webcam.
I think.
Webcams,
yeah.
I think the most lit. I think the community is gonna go crazy when we see Shanks again in the manga. I feel like that's when the community is gonna, like explode.
Yeah, for sure.
Like literally, if you don't read it at the time,
I can't wait.
If you don't read it at the time, you're gonna get spoiled. Like, because you're not gonna be able to avoid it. Because
it'll be off screen.
All you're gonna see is like Shanks memes. You're gonna see like gifs. That's all you're gonna see.
And I'm gonna feel sorry for the anime onlys.
I just want to Rouge to come back my time to shine, you know.
Damn.
It'll get
I think we're gonna see all the Yonkos in the transition.
Yo, fuck fodder Shanks, bro.
Wano.
Nah, Shanks is amazing.
Nah, I think I'm more excited to see Shanks right now than Kaido. Honestly.
Yeah,
what
that
about
would be
Blackbeard?
cool.
Blackbeard?
I think when we see Shanks,
what about Dragon?
No, the thing is, because if we see Shanks, I feel like Blackbeard we're gonna see Blackbeard pretty soon after. So Shanks is kind of like a catalyst of like a lot of hype shit. So I feel like once we see
what about
Shanks,
Green Bull? Green Bull,
yeah.
I think I want
to. Bro, new admiral.
I want to see Shanks a bit more.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, seeing Green Bull would be cool, but I feel like when we see Green Bull, you know how they show the admirals, but then they don't show what they can do right away. So I mean, seeing Green Bull would be cool, but
we see what Bruno can do though.
Bruno is a chef. He's a retired chef at this point, bro. I told you, it's in the SBS. Somebody asked over that.
Nah,
I got me no Shanks.
never happened.
But,
bro, I'll tell you, Yonko's gonna have a video out like 2 days before the chapter.
Yonko be doing that shit, yo. You having that shit. Also, I gotta talk to the Dragon Ball community. I gotta say something to the Dragon Ball community. All right, this shit is pissing me off. Okay, this shit is trash. All right, this Dragon Ball community right now, like the shit that's happening right now, was like literally everybody releases a spoiler video. And then they put shit in the title that spoils everybody.
Because I haven't seen the spoilers yet. Because
I'm trying to stay spoiler free too.
Well, you guys haven't seen it. How do you avoid the Dragon Ball spoilers? Literally, like that's.
Okay, first,
oh my gosh! Like every day, it's like, oh, Dragon Ball spoilers up to episode 155. I'm like, how the fuck? How is it like that stretched out? Like, how do you guys get this information? Like, they got new forms.
Yonko Productions, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Yonko. You know what you mean?
This community is good about it.
But the thing is, these people like they're making videos and they're putting like what's gonna happen like in the title. They're like, oh, like new form, like character has new form. This character beats this character. Spoiler alert. Yeah. I'm like, yo, what?
That's why I'm from Neverworld.
I need to see for Neverworld, that's legit. He did that with like everything,
man.
Yeah, he's legit.
He did it with all of it.
Legit scum.
He did it for Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball, all of it.
For Never wasn't the one that spoiled me. For Never has been put like
title was spoiled.
Watch what you say, Brago.
Yo, did you guys see that he's funny?
Sarah Farrah's like,
nah, screw that.
No. For Neverworld. You know, we have to pull up eventually. But for Neverworld,
yeah, I saw that shit on Twitter.
That was amazing.
Which one? What?
Yeah, Grown Brago.
No, but for Neverworld, like he's putting titles that's kind of like, I would say ambiguous. Where it's at the point where it's like he's just putting like he's not even putting like it's about Dragon Ball. He's putting like, oh, that shit happened, and he's putting like a Dragon Ball thumbnail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing that.
Yeah.
But we have people that's putting like new form for like say Frieza. I mean that's not the spoiler, but they're like new Frieza, new form ? I'm like, nigga, you just read the spoilers. Like, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's like, how did they get?
What I feel comfortable talking about spoilers like that.
But the thing is, they don't care. They don't care about getting spoiled.
How did they even get into? How did they even get into that?
It gets a lot of views. It gets a lot of views.
How did that become part of the culture?
It's a lot of views. It's a lot of views, bro. So when you make a video on the spoilers, a lot of people just like read it. You know what I'm saying? And they watch the video, so it's like, this shit is crazy. This shit's crazy. They said,
Dragon Ball Super only lives because Dragon Ball fans never die.
Yo, SJC is a troll, man.
Wait.
U.S.
That's actually factual, though. He's not even trolling there. That's factual.
What?
Literally, all of Neverworld's videos consist of reading off all the titles for the the new Dragon Ball episodes before they come out.
Does it really?
What?
What does it say?
Much.
Name one.
Huh? No, I mean I haven't watched his videos in a while, but the last time I watched his video, no, seriously, the last time I watched his videos, he was like naming out like 10 chapters ahead of of all the episodes.
Wait, so you're watching a spoiler video? I expect not to get spoiled?
Pretty much. Well, no, I don't watch Dragon Ball Super, so I didn't care. But I was just like,
but you're watching a spoiler video. How you gonna spoil you in the spoiler video?
Man, you act like Keep defending these lame YouTubers if you want to, man.
Listen, man. A lot of these YouTubers, it's funny. Like it's so easy for a lot of people to go at these people, man. But like a lot of these YouTubers, they get unfairly attacked, and it's sad, man. It's sad.
Unfairly attacked for things that they do, yet they also get paid for, so they really can't complain.
Yo, wait. I feel sorry for the child that has to call for Neverworld dad. Damn.
I know, right?
That's too much. Provider winning.
Yo, that's how.
This is how shit starts. Where it's like,
that's
yo,
you want Brago to get attacked by the anime mafia, bro?
That's how I'll hock you up. Don't worry.
They almost got tired.
Streamed by Rouge. I don't know.
They got tired, bro. Ty got 100 dislikes before he started his stream, bro. I was like, damn.
For real?
This nigga had 150 dislikes by the end of it.
I actually felt bad that day, bro. I'm like, damn.
Ty was like, it's whatever. Like, dislikes ain't gonna stop me, you know? It's like, yo, I mean, they really went in.
So whoever's doing that, that dislikes basically is still good publicity. So like,
it doesn't matter. It
It
doesn't matter because if you see it, it's like with videos.
Y'all giving mad head right now.
I've seen a video where I've seen so many dislikes. I clicked on it. I'm like, what is bad?
It's like you guys can give head if you want to, but like I don't give head like that or whatever.
Yo, shout out to
give head like that or whatever.
If you don't agree with him, you giving head to the.
Fanboys?
Like you fanboying right now?
It's funny because when the chapter dropped, Ty was streaming the Duel Links video.
You know what's funny? Right, he was. The funny shit Ty said was one time where the gangster Gastino and a few of us, we said, yo, that's Caesar, right?
Yeah, that's Caesar. Yeah, he was saying to someone else.
Oh yeah,
you said everybody read the spoilers.
It says like if y'all want to read the spoilers, like that's fine, but that's not me. So that's lame. that's lame.
Nothing but.
I was like, yo,
wasn't he like hardcore denying it? Like that's not Caesar.
So I was like, bro, we talked about this before the spoilers came out. He's like, but spoilers did come out. Whatever.
Is Ty from New York? Is Ty from New York? He got to be from New York.
He's from New York. Yeah,
Philly.
Yeah, he's from New York.
Oh, from New York. Okay.
DA space.
Yeah. It's when Ty was in the last. When Ty was in the last stream, like people were spamming it in the comments. Like, why y'all doing that, yo? Y'all got chill.
You were trolling too.
No, listen, man. That song, they just gotta lower that guy.
That's not all you got.
Brago's up Brago. He's like, yo, I put that on in my office, and everyone was jamming out to it. Like,
no, listen.
If you really want to jam out to something, put on She Said. That's just
no. Listen,
saying this.
No, I asked somebody for their opinion on it. I actually did play it for someone. I said, what do you think about this song? And they had the same criticism where they're like, they can't get past the guy. And then literally the next day they were saying that to me. They were saying the ace of spades. So I don't know if that's I'm not sure if that's what Ty was going for as far as like that's the marketing scheme, bro. Like I randomly say it sometimes.
I feel like the beat is fine. I just think the bad part about it is it sounds like he recorded it without a pop filter.
Okay.
Like the behind scenes for it.
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't match. Like
the beat loses me sometimes. I can't.
It sounds like he recorded it while he wasn't even listening to the beat. Like he acapella recorded it.
I hope he doesn't do that because that's like amateur thing. I ain't gonna lie.
So Roger Bay said Ace was.
I ain't even hating them, man. I fuck with.
Was Ace?
Man, I'm gonna be singing Ace of Spades for next week, bro.
Yeah, Ace of Spades is all the game, man. Like, listen, you guys go check out Ty's. The music video should be dropping soon. Shout out to Ty. Ty in that video.
It's really
it's catchy, man.
Ty wore the One Piece merch in his official video. Shout out to Ty. He wore the official merch in his One Piece video, so you gotta shout that out. The official video should be dropping soon.
Ace.
The Ace.
This man ain't dropping that video anytime soon. He dropped the behind the scenes.
And he had a behind the scenes.
Like,
yo, Ty got a whole movement with it, yo. He got a whole movement.
Like, yo, who drinks from a straw?
That look at my bounty though?
Oh yeah. I did see that. The guy was like,
"Yo, look at my bounty slap."
Look at my bounty.
Look at my bounty was lit. Yeah. That was really lit.
Who said that just then?
Look at my bounty. Where's me?
My bounty. My bounty.
Yeah, it was good. That was good.
I don't know. I think Vince Smoke Snellbos was better. That's all I'm saying.
They say I want to
check out. Why did Master J?
I think the hockey joint. I think the hockey joint was nice.
Yeah.
Wait, what did Fruit have to say?
Why did you tag it since fucking Michael Blackson, dude? What the fuck is this?
Wait, who said Ace is the worst character in One Piece? Who said that?
I had to put y'all up on some culture, man.
Was it
Roger said that?
Yeah, I think Roger was talking shit again.
Roger said the worst character in One Piece. Brago reacts.
Who?
Wait, what that trash say?
That was someone in the comment section, in the chat.
Wait, say it again. I didn't hear.
Ace is the worst.
Roger said that Ace is the worst character in One Piece.
Like, he's the most overrated.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's kind of overrated. Like, we really didn't get a lot on him.
But that's more on Oda than it is on the character.
Oh, and someone made a theory about it. I just searched it on the YouTube.
Who is this guy? Who made it?
On the
Frankie 6 days ago.
Oh, okay.
You know him?
I know.
I think you're talking about the video. They was talking about it in the Discord like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I think as far as like what's been revealed in like Ace's like novel, Ace
is doing more than the manga.
Ace is not overrated by any stretch. Like no way. Based in, I mean, I guess in like the manga you can say that because of what he's shown, it's like it doesn't match up. Whereas rank or whatever, but what he was doing in the novel, come on, bro.
It was amazing, man. Like,
what do you do in the novel?
Yo, he was out here getting chicks, man, using his hockey and shit, like
using hockeys when chicks. Like Ace had, the
and that girl's gonna show up again in the story. We know
Ace had the ability to make friends as well, and he was a lot smarter than Luffy was. But
to be honest,
we'll discuss it when all the information comes.
And he was warlord level by the time I got to Sabaody. Like,
I'm really glad
he was warlord level as a rookie.
He'd been streaming for like 2.5 hours.
But that's like you know, because what's warlord level for real? You know,
don't complain, Fro.
Nah, it's just funny because Brago said we only stream for an hour a day.
Fuck! Like the stream.
He does that all the time.
Like the stream, people. I'm gonna try to stream again later. To be honest, I'm gonna try to stream again later. See if Dritch is available.
You just gonna react to the Boku
shit. Chapter, right? Yeah, you're right. I definitely got to do that. I got to.
Are you caught up with Promised Neverland yet?
No, I'm on chapter 14.
13. Yeah.
You only on 14? Yo, do better, man.
It's a lot of dialogue in that shit. Yo, it took 2 hours to read like 5 chapters.
Yeah, enjoy it.
I mean, I did, but it's like that's you gotta make time and sit down and read that. You can't just rush through it.
Man,
Jay,
look, I'm gonna give you some advice that Proof always tells you: quit your job, man. Quit your job, get rid of you and your wife, and just
quit my job.
Devote your life to your YouTube channel and manga from now on. It'll be better that way.
All right, I'm become a full-time tuber with all the adpocalypse and all the shit. YouTube. Listen, man, YouTube be doing some stupid shit. Man. YouTube be they be like flagging my videos, saying it's inappropriate. I'm like, nigga, I didn't even do anything. Like, it's I've been seeing worse videos out here where niggas is like actually showing porn and shit, and that shit isn't actually getting...
I saw the craziest shit.
And I'm like, and you flag us because we curse too much? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was just stupid.
Wow, that's so dumb.
Yeah, I think cursing is what's like flagging the video. I think that's the only thing I can think of.
Guys, saying fuck Oda twice was not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Well, my question is, how do freaking music videos, like rap music videos, even make money on YouTube? Then
they don't.
Then what's the point of putting it on YouTube?
I mean,
they probably do.
Popular. No, the thing is with music videos, it's like they got the Vivo, and the split they got with like the label and the people that's uploading it. It's like they're not seeing a lot of money from this shit. They're not but I know they're gonna start counting YouTube views on Billboard. So they're gonna start looking. Yeah, so they're gonna start looking into like how profitable YouTube can be as far as like music is concerned. Because now they're like, oh, this counts now. So like, you're gonna see a lot more rappers engaged on YouTube, or a lot more YouTubers are gonna make Billboard like top 100. You know, like I saw the content cop on Rice Gum from iDubbbz as well. Shit was legit, yo. Shit was legit. I think it got taken down as well. I don't know. Do you guys watch?
I heard there was one on Jake Paul.
No. Rap, like... He said the title said Jake Paul, right? But then he was like, I only put Jake Paul because I didn't want to give Rice Gum any reason to think I put his name in there. You know,
that's what happened.
That's what happened. So he was like, you thought I was gonna talk about this guy? Nah, he's like, I'm gonna talk about the Asian one, the Asian version, Rice Gum. And the video was about Rice Gum, but the title said Jake Paul. So I went into it. I was like, yo, he's about to roast Jake Paul. Then he actually roasted Rice Gum.
I didn't know that, bro.
Nah, he lit him up though. He lit him up. I was like, damn. He really went in. But like to stream, people. I'm gonna try to. The plan is to stream again later. Definitely stream some Boku.
Just remember, y'all. Brago's plans are just like Luffy's. They're not thought out at all.
I nigga Cameron say Boosie got a music video with strippers showing pussy on YouTube.
They do. Shout out to Art and Take. Shout out to Aura and those guys. I'm about to send you guys a message tonight. As far as the request,
Brago, you should probably update your PC thingy. Your goal.
You know, I should. No, the thing is, what's the name? Streamlabs was like has been acting weird. So it's like I want to like if I do it on stream, it may like start fucking up.
Oh yeah.
But I'll do it before the next stream. But yeah. So, shout out to everybody that came through. Lamphead. Pretty sure you coming through, man.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for having me.
I think you've earned a spot in the streams, bro. I think you've earned a spot in the streams, bro. That explanation was lit.
Most stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone that goes against Master J, I mean, like they earn a spot.
Yeah. Anybody goes against Master J. Shogun Chaz, shout out to them. I'm about to send you guys a message because, like,
are you gonna shout out the black dude here, the one with the black person, Trent? What's his name?
No, definitely. Trent. Shout out to Trent for coming through.
Why you say I'm just saying, you saying you're shouting out what's his face when you shout out Trent.
I was about to come back to Trent. It was.
Let my man live.
Master, why you starting shit, bro? Like, why you always got? Why you don't shout out? Why you don't shout out the black guy? Why don't shout out the black guy?
This is his day job, bro. You know this is what he do.
You be freaking fanboying over certain characters. That's all I'm saying.
So now Lamphead is a character? Now he's a character. Right.
Usopp is your least favorite character, and you know what I'm saying? He's the only brother on the crew. That's all
man.
Yo, Master J, I said Usopp my favorite character, bro.
Well, you have to say that though. That's how you fit in this.
All right.
But nah, shout out to the patrons. Like for the videos that I'm gonna make, obviously you guys are gonna get requests. I'm gonna ask for you guys input as far as the videos you want. Aura, that video is still coming. I gotta holler at you as far as that's concerned. Yeah. That video is still coming, Aura, but I'm gonna ask you guys as far as like videos you want me to make. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Art and Take again for donation. Appreciate you guys coming through. Pharaoh, Lampad, Zach, Laz, Scape, Stebo, all you guys, man. Froob.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, Froob. I don't know how Master J got the link, to be honest. Like, I don't know how he keeps getting the link.
That's where we're going.
Master J literally like, right, Master J in the chat, like, literally like quit. He was like, yo, man, I'm done, yo. Yeah, Brago is trying to, like, what did he say? He's trying to trick us or some shit. He's like, I don't want to be caught up like Ashura, and then I get retired. Or something. He said, I'm scheming, yo. He said, I'm scheming. He said, I retired Ashura.
And either I quit, and then y'all gonna be like, well, nobody said that you had to leave, or you gonna start brainwashing me, and I'm not gonna be brainwashed. You're gonna see what happens very
Master
soon.
J, you don't think it's too late? You don't think it's too late, Master J? Huh?
I think it's too early for you to think that you can take over me. This is my channel. I'm Brago DAs. People don't know that.
Listen, Master J has been corrupted so much that he thinks he's Brago DAs, bro. Listen, it's deep. It's deep.
Stay off the drugs.
It's deep.
Why is last start?
Don't go to Wendy's after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Master J like on stream going to Wendy's and shit. Like, come on. But nah, I like the stream. Appreciate everybody coming through.
Shout out to Leighton O'Day.
We them boys.
I'll catch you guys later.
Big
boys.
UDA.
So how can I donate? You can donate with the link is in the description through Streamlabs or through Streamlabs to donate.
Or
if you become a patron.
Yo, before you go, someone wrote down 200 likes and we get Grim a better barber.
That reminds me of the comment I saw about
all niggas are savages. Like Grim has like.
You were saying Luffy looks more fucked up than Grim after a haircut, and I was laughing so hard, yo.
Listen,
savage shit, yo.
Listen, Brago said, hold on to that YouTube money. Listen, if Chibi with 170,000 can't do anything on YouTube, I mean, like, it's tough out here, man. It's tough out here for these YouTube dudes just living off YouTube. But we'll catch you guys later for the Boku no Hero live stream. I gotta talk about it. That shit.
Join the Discord, ho.
I was about to say, damn, Steve-O, you repeated that motherfucker.
Yeah, join the Discord. Honestly, like Discord is scary, bro.
Necessary.
Discord is so scary. Like,
I stay out of it.
You go there, you can get trapped there for a while. Like you can get trapped.
Bro, I was addicted to that shit.
Oh my god!
The After Dark changed me for the After Dark, yo.
The After Dark.
Dude, I felt old as fuck when I got on that mug. I did not know what the fuck.
Hey, you get in there, you say something, it's like 20 niggas, like nigga, what?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Like I don't agree.
Shanks is a good character. Yo, 30 people come in here telling you why he's not a good character.
Somebody was spamming my name in there like last night, and I woke up just hearing my phone.
It happens, bro. And it's like it'd be crazy. It could be like 20 dudes in the voice chat, and I go in and I'm like, yo, what are they arguing about? They're like, what do you mean? Luffy did give himself the scar. I'm like, wait, what? What?
But sometimes some people say some blasphemous stuff.
It's so great.
It has to be debunked right away.
It's like,
but it's funny. I saw somebody went in there's like, yo, how did I not join here before? This shit is lit. Oh my god, there's this discussion all the time. Literally like 3 days later. 3 days later.
You left the Discord.
Fuck y'all niggas in here. I'm out. Like, yo, you just said you liked it, bro. What happened?
It's so funny when people
y'all think Discord jack now. Y'all should have seen it when we first had it started, bro. That junk was way too lit. Brago was in there every day. That junk's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was. The thing is, it's like I feel like it got to the point where people in Discord a lot, and shout out to them. Shout out to them, But I feel like those people kind of like rule Discord, where it's like they come in and then they got so many minions at this point where it's like they just got people behind them, bro.
Bro, we don't have minions, bro.
I don't think none of y'all got a day job because literally y'all be in there every day.
Bro,
like,
but the thing is, when I go in there and I go in there, I'm like, yo, these niggas coming at me. I'm like, hold up, these niggas
yo, bro, these people are savage. They don't care, yo.
Bro, you ain't shit.
I'm like, right. They're like, nigga, fuck your opinion. I'm like, wait, what?
The greatest thing is if I come into the Discord and I see like, the greatest thing is like, I was gonna say the greatest thing to see is every time I go into the Discord and I go into the general chat, I always see a panel.
Yes,
Go figure the one is Theory. So the fact that he's like over like level 40.
Yeah, Theory's always in there too. Theory's always in there going in, bro. Theory's like, oh, you fucking stupid. I'm like, wait, what?
Bro, you see the VC sometimes. There's like 20 people there.
I remember.
Yo, Theory has to go off sometimes. I've gone off sometimes on some people.
I've heard Theory go off. I've heard everybody has kind of gone off in Discord before because it's been some shit where it's like, wait, what? What are you saying?
Grim is the greatest though. When you hear him go nuts, man, it's like a demon possessed.
Now, honestly, when Grim starts going off, I I kind of mute my mic because Grim about to go on for a while. Like Grim just goes off and it's like he just keeps going. And I'm like, this nigga, he wants nobody else to talk.
Mic and shit, like.
But nah,
just skydive motherfucker.
Like. Nah, but shout out to Discord, dude. I plan on having a day where I literally like stream a day where we're in Discord for like an hour, and it's gonna be like Discord Thursdays or whatever. I don't know when it's gonna start. Probably after like we get the new PC, but it's gonna be like a Discord day where we enter the Discord, we go for an hour, then we get out. You know what I'm saying? I think we went in one time. I went in one time on Discord, right? I just went in to say, yo, what's popping? And literally, I got caught up in like a 50 dude argument about if school is necessary. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like 2 weeks ago, huh?
No, that was like a month ago.
It was like a month.
It was about a month ago.
Yeah,
I remember it because Dustin was arguing and Grim was there. I was there.
And Grim, I was like, how did this happen? I was like, how did I stay here so long?
Discord,
because there was a lot of people in it, but there was a certain amount of people talking. Like,
oh my god!
I think everybody joined because Brago was there though.
That shit was
crazy, bro. They be ganging up on people even when Brago's not there, man. Remember
if I go in there, right?
Was it Grim, Fitz-Son, and Ty or something?
People will go in there, right? And they will be just muted.
They hit Ty in the fucking Discord.
I don't. Yeah, Ty goes in there. Niggas just getting the VC to mute themselves, bro. They don't ever say nothing.
Never talk. They just keyboard warrior that shit.
I mean, I feel like it's because that's kind of like an after stream, I guess. Like if you go in there, you know what I'm saying? They said, Brago, will we get a PC before Wano? I think so.
Oh, probably,
so.
Hey.
Before Wano?
Before Wano.
I'm getting my PC anyways in November.
It's only like 22% there.
Wait, yours is coming in November, lads?
I see.
I mean, like the parts. Like I'm waiting to like save up a whole bunch and then just buy all the parts in one go.
That's lit, lads. That's lit.
Nah, you got wait on it, yo. You got wait
I
on
fucked up though. Funny story, quickly, but you know when you buy the solid state drive and you're, because I didn't know that was like the main hard drive, so I bought a 250 gigabyte one for like $100 Canadian. I'm like, all right, lit. Then I'm like, fuck, wait a minute, that's actually space for the computer. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go buy a terabyte one now.
Yeah,
man, bro, but you gotta be careful with them solid state drives because if they break, it's like thousands of dollars to get the information off. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, they're not gonna break though.
Mine broke.
Like I got one. They ain't gonna break.
No, mine broke. But
like that.
Luckily, I did the smart thing. I used it just as my boot drive, so it's like, you know, I had a backup of my program, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have like a couple hard drives, like spare ones, just in case. But like, I'd rather go get something new instead of wasting what I have. But
yeah, it's whatever.
Right, you got to get the end game though. You got to get the stream popping and everything, bro. Live streams, everything.
The PC, man. Like, I can't wait.
It's about to be popping.
PC life is lit.
It's about
PC
to be
life
lit.
is lit.
And we about to be reacting to One Piece episode and shit, and niggas gonna be salty because I don't like the opening. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all love,
the Mark of the Phoenix is
yeah, that opening is soft, bro.
It's so listen, man. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like shout out to Mark of the Phoenix. Mark is always hooking us up with the opening, the clips. I don't know who this guy is, but he's always on every weekend.
I heard he has ties in Maryland though, but
bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I've heard so many things about who he is, but he's always on it. And shout out to him, bro. He's out
such an enigma, bro.
Yeah, I have a theory coming up though this weekend about Mark of the Phoenix.
I was gonna make a video about him, to be honest. As far as like we should get a reveal as far as like who he is, so we can kind of integrate him into the community, you know. But maybe it'll come soon. But shout out to Mark of the Phoenix.
Very soon.
Legend out here. But yeah, we'll catch y'all. We'll catch y'all niggas later.
Yeah.
Check out my channel.
Hey, yo, Pharaoh, do you ever talk on those videos?
Yo,
yeah. Go sub to Stebo. Go sub Stebo Game Boy, Trent Money.
I appreciate that.
Escape. Do you have YouTube?
You already know.
Yeah, I do.
Escape you on Twitch,
Twitch gang.
Escape you on Twitch.
I got Twitch.
Twitch gang.
Yeah, I got Twitch.
What's the Twitch? Is it in the Ice Fox?
It's Ice Fox. Ice Fox, yeah.
Ice Fox.
Go check out Escape's Twitch, Ice Fox, because that's where Escape be, and Twitter for real.
Instagram for the host.
Master J. What is Master J? Master J's on Instagram at Master J.
I'm not even on Instagram. I'm giving up my IG.
His IG, yo.
Shout out to
like
Pharaoh.
I'm an Instagram model or something.
Go check out
Pharaoh. Insta baddie, bro.
Go check out Commodore Laz. Go check out Boss Zach.
I've been streaming every day, bro.
Zach has been streaming every day. He's been grinding out here. I saw Zach. Zach was talking about the length of Nami's hair. Who has the longest hair in One Piece? I'm like, hey man, it's lit.
I thought it was today, man.
Wow.
Yo, you niggas like to stream. You lazy ass niggas like to stream, man. What you niggas doing?
I'm about to go stream right now, actually.
Oh my!
Check out Boss Zach stream. Catch y'all later.
200 niggas watching the stream. Something like